Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
All right, gang. Well, here we are. It is fall of 2012, August. Last Friday of August, and boy, we're excited. I want to welcome everybody out here to Rip Hughes Stadium, Nology Field, for the 2012 edition of the Northview Cougars. And you know what? We got a lot of good treats tonight, but one of the first ones is we got new head coach for the Northview, LeBron Stewart, and boy, we're glad to have him here. And Coach, how you feel being out here on the field for the first time tonight?
I feel good. Actually, it feels like home. Well, right. So it's not the first time; it's second go round. But it's always great to play. Great facilities, good turf, and the weather held off. So yeah. We're blessed right now.
And I tell you what, you got a great senior-laden team, and that's a good point for everybody at home. LeBron was here once before, and when he says coming home, well, we're glad to have you here. Tell me what you think about this team you got right now. I know y'all have done a lot of hitting in practice and ready to hit somebody else, but tell me what you feel about the character and all about this team, Coach.
Great group of kids. I wouldn't trade them for the world. They work hard and they love hard. They're doing the right thing. I'm proud of them. Like I said, I'm blessed to be the head coach here, especially in the city of Dothan. It's a great place. A lot of places to eat too. I love that.
Well, hey, guess what? You don't have to tell me that. My clothes been shrinking all year. All right, folks, we're going to have another special ceremony coming up in a minute, so we want to cut away. But, Coach, we'll be talking to you again at the half and talking about a good victory after the game, all right? Thanks, Coach. All right, guys, back to you.
Coach LeBron Stewart and the principal of Northview High School, Chris Shaw, are accompanied by Lawrence Dawsey. Lawrence Dawsey is a 1986 graduate of Northview High School, where he played wide receiver for Coach Harry Wayne Parrish from 1983 to 1986. He was part of the 1985 state championship football team. After high school, Lawrence signed and played 4 seasons with the Florida State Seminoles and was known for his work ethic, accountability, precision route training, running, and ability to rise to the occasion in big games. A third-round selection by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1991, Dawsey enjoyed a 7-season NFL career. Dawsey was named Rookie of the Year and named to the All-Rookie team in 1991. He played for the New York Giants in 1996, the Miami Dolphins in 1997, and the New Orleans Saints in 1999. Lawrence started his coaching career at Tampa Catholic High School in 1998. His collegiate coaching career started in 2010, when he assisted in passing game coordination at his home title of FSU. In addition to being a great football coach, Lawrence Dawsey has established himself as one of the nation's top recruiters. He was named to ESPN.com's top 25 recruiters for the year 2011 and 2012. On behalf of the Northview High School Athletic Department, we would like to recognize Mr. Lawrence Dawsey for his great character, athletic ability, and dedication for success on and off the field of play on this evening, Thursday, August 30, 2012. Let's congratulate Mr. Lawrence Dawsey.
All right, gang. Boy, what a treat tonight. Got Lawrence Dawsey here. Listen, I was on the very first team, Lawrence, and thank goodness you came along, or Coach would have bailed out. He's glad to have you there. Man, we are glad to have you here tonight.
I'm glad to be here tonight.
Well, we're glad to have you here, and as everybody knows, had a great career at Florida State and in the pros, and you're back at both homes. Back here at Northview, back at Florida State as well. Recruit of the year, we're glad to have you. Glad for this award. Anything you'd like to tell the folks here in Dothan, Lawrence?
I'm just a blessed individual, If I had to do it all over again, I would do the same thing. Go to Northview High School, win the state championship, and go over to Tallahassee and play for Coach Bobby Bowden. So I'm really living a dream. I am truly blessed, and I'm just glad and excited. And I'm more than anything, I'm honored for what they did for me tonight here at the football game. And it's just overwhelming. Never thought nothing, and never imagined anything like this really happening. I just went out and played the game that I loved, and that was football. And I'm just going to try to root my team on tonight, and hopefully we can get back to the top and win some state championships again.
Well, you know, you set it right up. Talk about something. You had some great mentors in your life there with Coach Parrish, Coach Bowden, and you're continuing that tradition, and we're proud to call you a Northview Cougar and a great person from Dothan, all right?
Thank you.
Lawrence, good stuff. Guys, we're going to let him go back to work and see you in family, and back up to you guys.
Okay, let's join Jimbo down on the field. Hi, it's Mick Kirk along with Bobby Price. Let's go down to Jimbo for the coin toss.
All right, guys.
Down to your wrist, please. All right, guys, first off, congratulations on being selected as captains for the game tonight. I know that means a lot to y'all to be captain in the first game of the season. And what that means to me is y'all are the leaders out here, all right? So I want you to be in charge of your team out here. Make sure everybody stays cool and collected. All right, help us keep everything under control out here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, White, you're the visiting team. If you won the toss, you were going to defer your choice to the second half. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So is it okay if I go ahead and let the red team make their choice now?
Yes, sir.
All right, red team, you have the choice. Do you want to receive the football or choose the end of the field you want to defer or defend? Receive, okay? So red's going to receive. White, you get to choose the end of the field you want to defend in the first half. Or in the first quarter, I should say. You want to defend that way?
No, we want to.
You want to go that way?
Yes, sir.
Slide around with your back this way, red over that way, facing the left.
Kind of a unique deal, guys. I'll get a little deal on that. I believe if the team that's going to call it elects to defer immediately, then they allow it and allow the other team their choice. And so bottom line is there was no coin flip. Either that or they saw that how much my clothes had shrunk and they were afraid I'd take their money and go buy a burger with it, so they didn't want to flip it, guys. I'm not really sure what it was, but you saw what happened. Cougars wanted the ball. They're going to get it. And, boy, we're ready for some football. How about you guys?
Okay, yeah, we're definitely ready, Jimbo. We're going to be preparing for the kickoff coming up shortly. Kind of update us on the new coaching staff at Northview, Jimbo.
Yeah, they've we've got several new members of the staff. Got new folks from both. Of course, LeBron has come in. Got a new offensive coordinator, and just got several new staff members. And we'll work on that through the game. But look for them to run a spread offense, guys. We got Jalen Harris out here. He can run the ball. I think they say our best way to play this with a lot of seniors is to got a pretty good size offensive line. As here come the Cougars, and what they're going to do is you're going to see them spread them out. And Jalen Harris is the kind of guy. Give him a hole, leave a crease open with everybody out there, and he's going to turn it up for some yardage. Of course, you're going to see a lot of these receivers coming around in movement through the backfield, so don't think there won't be any running of the ball, but just get ready for a good spread offense. Defense going to run a 3-4. Got a big man in the middle, a 300-plus pounder in the middle with Trey Balcom. A lot of seniors on this team, guys. When I take my shoes off, I'll count them all up for you, but there's a lot of seniors on this team, so there's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, and Jimbo, I noticed L.com had selected Marquez White as the number 14 player on their A list. Can you comment on that?
Oh, absolutely. As we all know, Marquez White, excellent player, and he has really garnered the attention of the scouts up there. Several offers already out on the table. Best I understand is that it was either make a decision before the season or after the season, but not during. And I respect a coach and a player for that. Don't want there to be any distractions. But anyway, great player, and there's several others out here that because of that'll also get a look, and they're developing some talent. The numbers are way up, as you can see on the sideline, and that's good for here as well as our crosstown school, Dothan High, and I'll tell you the numbers are up, and boy, that's just good for football and good for the morale of the quite frankly, for the morale of the whole city when you get down to it. Love to see our 6A schools, thriving and flourishing.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jimbo. And I'm really looking forward to this football season. I saw Dothan I had a player. Melton was ranked number 15 on A list. So it's good to see both schools have some of the top players here in the state of Alabama.
Well, and some other opportunities, Mitt, that come up. There are a lot of schools now that have athletics, even if not D1, D2, and D3. So we're starting to see opportunity for these guys. The key, go get an education at a good school and be able to do it through sports. And I'd love to see 10 players go off the team, even if it's small schools, whatever. Hey, look, it's all about getting a good education and doing what you love. And if you can do both, boy, as Lawrence Dawsey told us several times, you're really blessed.
Yes, that's right. And with me tonight, along with Jimbo Lofton, is Bobby Price. Bobby, it's good to have you up here
Well, yeah, it's great to be up here because I kind of float around between the schools that we do the play-by-play on, so I don't get many opportunities here, and it's great to be at Rip Hughes Stadium here in Dothan, Alabama.
And it's one thing missing that has always been a part of Rip Hughes Stadium and Friday night football here, and that is the smell of Colonia bread. We were very sad to find out that they closed the Colonia bread factory, but I got a tip said Jimbo ate all the profits up, so that's why they had to move on.
Well, Mitt, that would infer that I was going through the back door and getting loaves and buns and whatever, but so let's not go there. Just like I told you guys, I said I put on my clothes for this season, and I got to stop washing in hot water. They all seem a little smaller, guys.
Okay, Northview will be starting on their own 38-yard line.
All right, we're set for the first play of the game. It's in shotgun formation. And here's a keeper up the middle. Harris is, I believe that's his name. Yeah, Jalen Harris got some big yardage there. Mitt, he picked up 13 yards on the first play from scrimmage.
A great way to start a first play of the game, picking up a first down.
And on that kickoff, we had a short kick, and number 12 pulled that one in, and that's Andre Martin.
And that time, Harris keeps the ball, and he picks up another
first down.
First down.
Well, I'll make a statement, guys. Immediately they show off starting off with no running back, Turner Vincent, who is a 10th grader. Excellent guy, excellent player. They're not using him as a decoy a little bit right now. But, hey, how about Jalen Harris? 2 carries, 25 yards already?
Yeah, they started on the 38, and now they are on the 38 on the Lanier side of the field.
It's another keeper. He kind of a busted play. I think the 2 guys he was going to try to hand off to, he decided to keep it. And then we have a flag pitched up in the air. And usually that's something of the unsportsmanlike thing. Could be a word or whatever.
Yeah, and that time Lanier did a good job of shutting down the hole, so Harris wasn't able to get through.
But we have a penalty play here, and we're about to get the call from the official.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
We'll take those 2. All right, so that's a long one, going to carry him on down to about, that's a 25. He's still going to the 22-yard line, maybe 23, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars of Northview.
So the Cougars are in excellent field position.
That brings up first down.
Harris again in shotgun formation. Man in motion. Takes a handoff, keeps it, pitches, and the Poets read that thing wide open in the middle.
That time they pitched it over to Adrian Brooks, and it was good defense that time by the Poets. They were ready for that play, so they made a couple of good defensive plays, but Northview's going to keep them on their heels.
Well, the 4th play of scrimmage, they picked up 2 first downs, and now they're on 2nd down with a 1st and 10 from the now the 28-yard line. So lost about 5 or 6 on that play.
Yeah, they're going to call him down. He put his knee down.
Caught the ball, too.
Yeah. And guys, I want to make a little observation from last week at the Jamboree. It was very consistent that there were a lot of low snaps last week, okay? Obviously something they were going to work on this week. And you got a senior, Matt Steffen, a sophomore who's in there. But let me just tell you something. A lot of low snaps last week. No, they worked hard on it, but in something like this, it'll throw that timing off, as you know. So you lose a half second, that's a mess, and we got an example.
So right now their bike is 3rd and 20. They had 1st and 10 at about the 22.
Back to pass once again. Wide open. It's number 33 for the Cougars.
That was a good screen pass that time, and it went over to number 32.
It should be Vincent.
33. Turner Vincent.
Yeah.
So Northview's going to go for it on 4th down. They were in excellent position, but that bad snap and a couple of busted plays really hurt them.
Well, they're out of field goal range most likely, and a punt would be nothing to it anyway. So, but it doesn't hurt. We're going for the marbles here.
Going for the And
out of bounds, way out of bounds.
Yeah, so
but the pass was completed. He's completed both.
Out of bounds. So Northview turns the ball over on downs.
And we're going to see what the Sidney Lanier Poets do from Montgomery. How I do remember traveling up to Montgomery and Crampton Bowl in a Dothan High uniform.
Oh yeah, that was
many moons
not years, decades. Bobby.
Thanks, man. You're all heart, son.
That was on. They'll be starting.
Bobby, you still got your leather helmet?
Yeah, I do. Still got it. Number 2 received that for Sidney Lanier, and that is Patrick Perry. And he's going to put the ball in play with his forward progress to. You see, they're setting the markers on the 37, just inside the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. And the quarterback gets it. Number 5, Patrick Reed, and he's nailed for maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
That time, Northview did a good job of closing that gap and stopping him for a short gain.
Yeah, they are going to give his forward progress just a tad over a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. Had a little crease in the opening there for number 2, Patrick Perry, but the hole closed quickly, and he may have picked up 3, maybe 4 yards on that play.
You know, guys, one thing I think we're seeing early, obviously they got a quarterback with similar skills and all, and they're going to be reading off our nose guard. It's going to be key in this 3-4 defense for our linebackers to really play this thing right, and let's see where it goes.
All right, back to pass. It's Perry once again, and he's going to be nailed by 63 and number 15 for the Cougars.
Yeah,
That's Grayson Medford. And don't sketch the number 15 right.
15 is Antonio Glasgow. And they did a really good job that time getting into the backfield and throwing them for a loss.
All right, in punt formation is number 3, Tristan Bisick. He's an 11th grader at 158 pounds. Let's see what he can do with his punting chores here. Here's the snap. It's a good one. And he just barely got it off, and it's wobbly off the side of his foot, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 44-yard line where the Cougars will put the ball in play. And in fact, the guy is standing on the 50. No, we got it right. It's right at the
43-yard line.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars from that point. They really started off with a bang on that first series, making a couple of first downs, and then sort of a busted play and penalty and a couple of things, and they wound up having to lose it on downs. But here we go again. Pass up to the middle to the second man through. That looks like number 20. He's still on his feet, all the way up to the 50, down to the 41-yard line of the Poet. So a great run by
Caleb Easley.
Guys, another one of those seniors. Let me tell you, Easley's a good runner and a good blocker. You know, I'll tell you what, the Cougars are showing a lot of diversity right now, and it's going to take the Poets a little while to figure this out, guys.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to make some pretty strong adjustments, but they got a long time till half.
And a short gain that time by
Easley once again. They're going to give him forward progress of about a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. Jalen Harris getting the sign from the sidelines, and we got spread out to the near side, 3 guys and 1 on the far side. Short pass, it's tipped by number 29.
29, yeah.
That's Ricardo Stokes, a 6-footer, and he used every bit of that to knock that pass down. He almost was able to get back to it before it hit the ground.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting his hands up and knocking the ball down. And like you said, he almost made a big play there.
Hey, guys, keep an eye out on Maurice Pittman out here, number 7. Basically call him as a tight end, but 6'6", 235. He's got a height advantage on everybody on defense, guys.
Hand off to number 20, trying to cross the corner. He does, and he's almost going to pick up all the yardage for the first down.
That's easily with a good sweep, and he picks up some good yardage on that play.
I think he's going to be just short, Mitt, at the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be about a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and short.
So we got 6:26 left in this first period. Got a change up of calls from the sideline, and they're waiting for that to get there.
Yeah, I was going to say they're going to call a timeout. They got under 5, and I don't,
Yeah,
got
that's good
4th and
thoughts
1.
anyway.
Yeah, there you go, guys.
Absolutely.
So Northview takes a timeout with 6:26 left in the first. The score is Northview nothing, Sidney Lanier nothing. Okay, we're back, and this is our second full moon of the month, and if you have 2 full moons in a month, they call it a blue moon. So
that's what we have.
We have a blue moon tonight. So we hope it's a lucky moon.
20 gets he picks up the first down. Number 20, that's Caleb Easley, and he picks it up with about 2 or 3 yards to spare.
And that time Easley showed some power, moving the pile back and picking up that first down.
He kept his legs churning, and he was able to push that crowd forward to pick up the first down and then some.
And guys, the Cougars across those front 5 weigh a little over 1,400 pounds, so they got an opportunity there, guys.
Yeah, I agree with you. High snap, number 20 once again. They haven't put him on the ground yet, but he's got some pretty powerful legs there, and we got another penalty.
Easley is a running back. He's a senior, 5'9", 170 pounds.
Guys, I think we're going to get another call on the Poets now. Let me see.
They're talking to the Cougars.
Yeah. I think they got a little extracurricular in the pile.
After the play, personal foul on the defense, half the distance to the goal. The yardage is first down.
Okay, that's unsportsmanlike contact with extracurricular activities going on after the whistle, and that'll cost you 15 yards every single time. And we have Pete timeout, so we'll turn it over to you. Jimbo, since it's a heat timeout.
You have any hot tips down there, Jimbo?
Yeah, I think the humidity has just dropped below 108%. Just thought I'd throw that out. And I at first I couldn't find that moon. We had some clouds out there, and of course it's open. So I'm glad to see it. And the moon is smiling on the Cougars right now, guys. They've moved the ball obviously both times. That again, seniors. They've got a sophomore, 2 juniors, and 3 seniors across the offensive line front. But again, all their skill players, all those wide receivers and the quarterback, all seniors, and we're seeing some of the fruits of that experience. And granted, they're under a new system with Coach LeBron Stewart, but guys, I'm not worried about the Cougars. Boy, they had a lot of good work off season, and I feel very confident that conditioning and all those things are going to be right. It's just moving the right way. So.
And Jimbo look like they're playing with a new attitude. They seem to be playing a lot more aggressive, and they are attacking.
All right, we have a first and 10 from the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation is Harris.
Harris, and they were waiting on that. And on the tackle is number 59 for the Lanier Poets. That's, I don't have a 59. Bobby, I don't see a 59.
That may be 55, guys. That's a couple of those big guys. Their jerseys are stretching the numbers.
Okay, so it was 55.
Johnson.
That was
Darren Johnson.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, second and 12 from the 21. Shotgun formation, man in motion. The snap's high, so right up the middle we go, and he barely gets to the 15. And I said the 20-yard line, but I was incorrect by 5 yards on that first play.
Yeah, he moves it down to about the 15, where they're going to mark it at
the 16.
Yeah, 16. So to bring up 3rd and 11.
Just over 4 minutes left in this first period of play. Harris back in shotgun formation once again. Number 20 is right beside, but helmet comes off, and he's still running. And he crosses the 15, the 10. He gets to about the 9-yard line. Number 14 for the Poets, Dexter Hawkins, pulled him down at about the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it looked like it was going to be a broken play, but Harris, with his speed and mobility, was able to evade the defenders and cut to the outside and pick up some good positive yards.
It's a 4th down play, so we're going to attempt a field goal.
A field goal,
I'm trying
right,
to say.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's Chase White.
Yep,
He's going to be the holder.
Yep, backup quarterback, guys.
And number 30 is Jack Schauer. He's a junior.
This would be a 25-yard attempt.
And he's got it through the uprights.
And Northview scores first on a field goal.
3:38 and a half left in the first period.
Ball held by number 11, Chase White.
And you know, Shire's a good kicker. I don't have to, I'll tell you right now, I'm not real sure of his range. We'll work on trying to get a little info from him. Not sure he wouldn't have been comfortable out there, but I like the fact that they set him up for success right off the bat. It's always good to build the kicker's confidence up, guys.
Okay, deep for the Poets will be Patrick Reed, a senior. And they're just bringing the football out to the kicker, which is going to be our extra point guy, Zach Schauer. He is a junior. Weighs 145 pounds, and he's 5'8". And we'll have to see what kind of leg he has from throughout the night as we go. But there was plenty of room with that little chip shot field goal a while ago to put the Cougars on top by 3.
Okay, Jimbo, can you tell us who's back deep for? Is it number 5?
Yes, number 5.
That's
Patrick
Reed.
Reed.
Yeah.
Reed is back deep. Sometimes it's a little hard to see the numbers.
Gotcha. Yeah, you got number 8 over here to the near side. I don't have his number. Excuse me, number 9. I don't have his number. I don't have the
Coleman.
But you guys can handle it. And
Coleman.
He's going to be the guy if he doesn't let it go, which he probably should have. Oh, it touched him, guys. It touched the Lanier Poet, so it's going to be their ball at the 15. Hit him on the foot. Yeah. Oh, now hold on. Hold on. Let's see what happens there, guys.
We got a handkerchief down on the. So as we wait to see what's
I'm just going to tell you straight up, guys, you won't hear me criticize very often, but he missed that one. It hit him on the foot. It hit him on the foot and then went out of bounds. There's no question it touched him.
So here comes
and
the
I got my glasses on too, guys.
Free kick out of bounds. 5 yards from the previous kick and a re-kick.
Straight up, guys, bad call. I was less than 5 feet from it. Got my reading glasses on it. Got 5 other witnesses down here. That's why I said, oh, wow, it touched him and went out. Quite frankly, it did. But you know what? We're all entitled to a little mishap here and there, so we're going to have to do it again, guys.
Yep.
So Northview will have the re-kick and 5 yards closer.
No, they're marching it away from them. They're saying it's Northview's fault.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it will.
So apparently they didn't recognize the foot. Is that right, Jimbo? When he hit the guy on the leg?
It hit him. I mean, we were all standing right here. Hold on.
Team. Ball be placed on the 35.
Yeah.
First down.
Yeah, that was just, and you know, guys, let's just say it. Hey, it's their first game of the season too. I'm not going to criticize him, although if you're listening at home, you said, well, dadgum, Lofton, you've criticized him for missing the call 3 times. But anyway, we'll move on. And just like they all say, got to move on to the next play, guys.
That's right. And put that one behind you. So 1st and 10 for the Poets of Sidney Lanier High School out of Montgomery. They got some pretty healthy line there too, Jimbo. And number 72 moved, so they're going to back him up 5 yards.
Number 72, that's right.
Let's see what his weight is here. 205.
Yeah.
The guy on the other, they got one at 294, 215.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
Man. So it's going to be second and, it's going to be 1st and 15 with offsides penalty against the offense. The first pass is complete to number 11, And it barely picks up 5 yards. Well, he's going to give him 7 on the pickup.
That was Terrell Flynn on the reception. He's a 6'2", 170-pound senior.
And that's really the first positive play they've had tonight. All right, Northview's kind of spread out on the field.
And nothing there, Bobby. Let's see. No, he didn't gain anything.
He lost. He lost 2 yards.
Well, they're going to mark it right at the 35. So no loss and no gain on the play. It brings up 3rd and 10.
I tell you guys, that again, if you look at the front 7 up here on defense for the Cougars, you got 6 seniors and 1 sophomore in Harrison Jordan. So look for some good stuff and some good leadership. Of course, we know we've got seniors Marquez White and Ivan Lampkin on the corner. So, again, a very heavily experienced defense, and here we go.
He's not going to have time. And oh, some great effort there. Let me see what that red jersey number is. Number 15 for the Cougars. That is Antonio Glasgow. I'm sorry, Jonathan Carmichael, number 16, who snuffed that one out for about a yard.
15 was Glasgow.
Okay.
Glasgow. Antonio Glasgow. He's a linebacker. 6'1", 135 pounds. Did a really good job that time. So it brings up 4th down, and they will have to punt. Lanier will have to punt for the 2nd time tonight.
And deep for the Cougars is going to be number 12.
That's Kenhandria Martin. And a flag.
That may be the best flag he got, guys, because you had a couple of Cougars in there, Grayson Medford and
they were coming
in there quick. Yeah, I mean, they were.
Before the snap, encroachment of the neutral zone by the defense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Okay, well, that'll just be 5 more yards further. They still got a kick. They're on their own 40. So Martin will back up just a little bit more.
He gets off a really good kick.
Yeah.
They're going to call it out at the 26.
Yeah, I mean, it bounced on the 40 and then it finally rolled out of bounds at just inside the 26-yard line.
So Northview will be taken over at their own 26-yard line. They started their first drive at their own 38. The second drive started at 43. So this would be the poorest starting field position they've had all night.
3 wideouts here to the near side, 1 to the far side. In shotgun formation, number 8, Jalen Harris. Here's the snap. He loses the ball, but I think he recovered it.
Right, he did. That was he did a good job of covering the ball. I don't know if any of the Lanier players saw the ball come loose.
Yeah, Vincent Turner got on it too quick for them to even think about it.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster for the Cougars.
Yeah. I mean, hey, guys, just mentioned to you up here, down here on the field, you can see, I mean, the grass is still glistening. It is very damp out here, as we know, and the humidity is not helping. That ball is not going to stay real dry, so it's going to be key and important to keep up with it. Always is, but particularly tonight, guys.
That's a good point, Jimbo. Here's the pass, number 12, and he just barely was out beyond the reach of Andre Martin. He was motoring on down, and a good arm by Harris, but just about 2 yards over his head.
Right. If he could have, Harris could have run under that one, that would have been 6 points. But it's an incomplete pass. It brings up 3rd and 10 for the Cougars.
Yeah, that stops the clock with 1:16 left in this first period tonight. 3-0. It's the Cougars on top and facing a 3rd and 10. Two guys to the near, 2 guys to the wide, far side, and too much time.
I think we had a little movement, guys. Let's see.
Yep, because he still had 5 seconds on the clock when I looked up.
Before the snap, encroachment of the neutral zone by the defense.
There we go.
5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Hey, we'll take that too. Now it's 3rd down and about 6.
So it makes it a more manageable third down.
There you go. It gives you some different options to look at. Don't know that we saw any kind of an audible. Look at that. How do you move?
Hey, we might get a first down off this one.
That's right.
They're getting a little anxious on that defensive line, trying to make something happen is what they're trying to do, but they've been called for 2 straight encroachments.
Well, probably what's going on here is the quarterback, Harris, is, instead of saying hut, he's saying he's doing it in a different tone.
Well, we got to watch this because we have to be a little careful. I will tell you this, guys. I was watching, and Harris is using, got to be careful. Little head movement and all
Before
that.
the snap, encroachment of the neutral zone by the defense, 5-yard penalty. The yardage is a first down.
Okay, we'll
go.
take it.
Hey, there we go, guys.
They had the thing marked. It was 3rd and 6. So, but we'll take it.
But yeah, this started off on the 26. This drive started on the 26, so it moved it out to the 36.
All right, here we go once again. Wideouts on either side, keeping the ball, and he is nailed.
That was
about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Yeah, that was an excellent defensive play that time by the Coors of Sidney Lanier. They were able to drop him for a loss of 2, so it brings up 2nd and 12 for the Cougars.
With the 2nd and 12, here comes the play, and shoelace tackle by number 34, I believe, for the Poets.
This is the volunteer. Stopped by number
29, number
Okay,
29.
Stokes.
Okay. Ricardo Stokes, he's a 6-foot junior, 165.
Under 10 seconds, they may just hold it. They got plenty of time. So that'll wind us up the first period of play here tonight. Yep, that's the end of the first period of play. The score, your Northview Cougars 3 and the visiting Sidney Lanier Poets of Montgomery 0. You're watching.
All right, welcome back to the second period of play, and let's join Jimbo down on the field.
All right, gang, glad to be here with new principal here at Northview, Chris Shaw. How you doing?
Doing great. It's a great night. Thursday night, first game of the season, new coach, new era. I'm very excited to be here at Northview High School.
Absolutely, and hey, what a great group. We got a great group of, not only a great group of players, great group of fans. Stands are filling up on what was a little dicey weather early.
It was, but the excitement here at Northview that Coach Stewart has brought to the place is second to none, and it's a great environment. We had a great pep rally this morning. Everybody was very enthusiastic. We got a great crowd. We got a great student section. The band come out. We got brand new uniforms. It's just a brand new time here at Northview.
Gang, it's all good. We got a great play that happened behind us as well, so we're good. Glad to see Mr. Shaw out here. We'll see you at a bunch.
Hey,
Thanks for being with us. Go Cougars.
Yeah, that was a good 12-yard pickup to the 47-yard line, and we have another whistle.
And that was Jarris Bonner on the reception.
Great catch, too.
I guess it's a timeout. Yeah, so with 11:51 left in the second, Northview leads 3-0.
All right, here we are with a 1st and 10 following that first down. Then we had a heat timeout. So here we go with our second play from scrimmage in the second quarter. Here's a snap, quick handoff, and he is nailed behind the line of scrimmage. About a yard and a half, Mitt.
Yeah, that was a good play that time coming from number 17, Hunsu, on the stop.
Easley was the ball carrier who got smothered.
So it brings up 2nd and 11. They've had some few stops for losses tonight so far for the Poets.
Ball's on the 46-yard line. Looks like they're going to rush 3. The guys in white. The snap goes to number 33, and that's Turner Vincent.
And he loses yards, and there's a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, that yellow handkerchief at about the 45-yard line.
I was going to say, I think we got a little holding out there, guys. So you just
Foul
called
by
it.
number. And that's going to be from the spot of the foul, too. So it's going to be marked off from the just inside the 45-yard line. As they decide what whether they want to take the penalty or the play or what.
Yeah, I'm like you. I think you just take the play and let it down. You lost about that.
Holding on the offense, penalties decline, 3rd down.
I think that was probably a wise decision. It gives them lesser down. It makes it 3rd down instead of 2nd and, 25 or 30 yards. So I think that was a wise call on the defense there, Jimbo.
It brings up a 3rd and 16 for the Cougars on the line.
Shotgun formation for Harris. He looks. Here's the snap. A good one this time. He's back to pass. Number 8. He is 16.
He's got, oh my gosh, he had
wide.
Carmichael.
Oh,
Yes, Carmichael was wide open. A good pass from Harris to Carmichael. He just couldn't hold on to it.
well, what had happened, Mitt, the reason he didn't catch that ball is he turned the wrong way to catch it. And there was no way to come back around. I mean, it was an accurate throw. It should have been complete. But it's 4th down, so number 30 is back to punt. That's number 30, Zach Shire. And he'll be punting from about the 31. By the time he gets his foot into it, it'll be about 29 or 30. Here's the snap, and it's a good one. Good kick. Good kick. Oh, lost the ball.
No, that's
Lost
not
the ball.
live, guys. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
It was live.
Yeah, it was live.
Okay, so Lanier would be starting inside the 15-yard line on about the 14.
Yeah, number 3,
Yeah.
Tristan Buick, I guess, an 11th grader, was able to cover that ball because it was live. It could have been the Cougar ball just as easily.
Yeah, Jimbo, you have something to say?
Yeah, I was going to say, one observation is, quite frankly, seriously, the Cougars definitely seem sharper on special teams right now than do the Poets at this point. And, we'll just have to see a 3-0 game early 2nd quarter. We'll see where that goes, guys.
All right, here's the snap. Guy up the middle, one of the backs. Flag on the play. Maybe pick up a yard on the carry. We got a flag here on this side.
Not quite sure what happened, but we'll be finding out
From
very
there, it
shortly.
looks like it might be encroachment or something.
Let's see. Let's listen to the referee with the
Holding on the defense.
Holding on the defense?
yeah. So that'll be 10 yards.
Yeah.
Should be enough for a 1st down.
Yep, absolutely.
And I only think they've only had a couple of 1st downs so far tonight. Lanier.
During the play, holding on the defense, 10 yards. Yardage is a 1st down.
Well, that gives the Poets a bit of a break there, a little bit more breathing room. They'll be at about the 25-yard line as they continue to play now with 10:42 left in the half. There's a pitch to number 5, looking, and he was able to turn the corner a little bit. He's going to pick up about 6.5, maybe 7 yards in that play. The Cougar player stayed at home defensive on that part. They just let him get around the corner first.
That time Patrick Reed did a good job of getting to the outside and picking up about 6 yards on the carry. So it brings up 2nd and about 4.
Just over 10 minutes left in the first half of play. 2nd down call, quarterback number 2. This is Perry, and he threw it intended, I think, for number 81.
Yeah, that's Sanders was the intended receiver. He's a big fella.
I was going to say,
220.
I'm pretty sure Sanders' nickname's Freight Train. Let me tell you something, guys. I saw that guy going downfield, and I said, good gracious, you know. I sure don't want to see a 160-pound guy trying to tackle him. It's got to be all at the feet.
Yeah, he'd have probably drug him down the field as big as he is.
Hey, I'm just going to tell you, if Colonial was still going, he'd be off the field right now. He'd be down the street with me.
Yeah, he's a loaf of bread.
Back to throw again. It's caught, and it's enough for a first down. Gets it to the 37-yard line, maybe 36.
That was number 3, Buck, with the completion, receiving the ball. So
maybe Bychik, yeah. Tristan Bychik.
Bychik, okay. These names are B-U-Y-C-K.
These are from Montgomery. They're not. We got a flag, and the quarterback keeps, and he's going to pick up about 1 yard on the play. And number 39 for the Cougars, Harris Jordan, a 6'1", 200-pound senior. Oh, excuse me, a junior. Stopped that play for about a yard, but
Illegal formation on the offense.
okay, so we'll back that up.
So they'll move back 5 yards. Jimbo, it's been Northview's played very disciplined tonight. They haven't given up any big plays, and they've been staying in the lanes and doing a good job defensively.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, LeBron Stewart is going to expect that and demand that out of his players, guys. You know, he just spent, I believe it's 4 years, maybe 6 up at Prattville, and we all know the tradition Prattville's built, and he's coming down here with his own ideas, but with that tradition in mind, guys.
Oh, looks busted play. The quarterback has to eat it, and he loses back to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be third down and 15 or 16. Second down and 16.
Ratcliffe was in on that play.
Put the ball just outside, just shy of the 31-yard line.
So we bring up second and about 20. Well, about 15. 15.
Back to pass once again. Oh, he just throws it all.
And they're going to call offensive interference.
Well, and let me tell you something. Here's, you're going to have some of that. Marquez White playing on the cornerback position on that side. Everybody knows he's being recruited heavy and all that. You're probably not going to see him throw a lot of balls. Marquez was in better position to catch that pass than was the receiver. And looked like we're going to have a little shove and a little extracurricular there. That doesn't do anybody any good.
No.
Particularly if you're wearing a white jersey.
Yeah.
Offensive pass interference.
I mean, the ball was not catchable by anybody.
Well, it did, but he gave him a shove in the back, as y'all saw. So there you go. You got to call it.
It was flagrant. No doubt about it.
It was pretty obvious there. So far, Lanier has committed quite a few penalties, and that's really hurt them tonight.
15 yards from the previous spot. Loss of down. Bringing up third down.
What happened on that play? That's right. That was the
interference.
Interference, yeah.
So they've had a couple. Well, that's the third big penalty they've had. They had two unsportsmanlike for 15 yards apiece, and this is the third 15-yarder they've received tonight.
So they have not picked up any yardage to speak of on offense. They probably in the minus category.
Well, right now, Bobby, they are back to the original line of scrimmage. This drive started on their own 15-yard line, and they had moved the ball out past the 35-yard line, and because of the penalties and all, they're back now to just past their original line of scrimmage, and it's third down and a half a mile.
Yeah. The scorekeeper has it marked at 3rd and 30. So let's see what happens here. A late handoff to number 5, and he gets it across the 25. That's Patrick Reed. He's sort of been their workhorse tonight.
And that stop was by number 39 for the Cougars. And that is Harrison Jordan. So to bring up 4th down, back deep for the Cougars is number 12, Martin.
Yep. They got to kick off, and it's tall. It's not even going to get to the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 49.
So neither team has been able to get into the end zone tonight. Northview came pretty close, but a couple of bad plays and a couple of penalties prevented them from getting it into the end zone. But they managed to get a 25-yard field goal coming for Shara.
All right, we 1st and 10. Go ahead.
Love to see if he's going to try to go yard right here. I'd like to see another one. You know, he's had a couple of guys get past the secondary in position. Let's see what he does.
Back to pass. He's looking. He's still looking. Oh, nice handoff to number 20. Across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. Goes number 20.
That's Caleb Easley.
Yeah.
Gain of about 15 on the play, enough for a Cougar 1st down. That time it was a quick out over to Easley and a good play, moving the ball inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line.
All right, we got 3 wideouts to the near side and number 12 to the far side on this 1st down play. From the 37-yard line, back to pass. Nice catch by number 20 again, and he's still on his feet. He gets it to about the 33 or 4-yard line. Looks like there may be some extracurricular activities going over there because he did not want to go down.
Yeah, Easley is showing his power. We saw him show his power earlier. He was very difficult to take down. Gain of about 2 on the play, so to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Cougars. 7:20 left in the 1st half. The Cougars leading 3-0 over the Sidney Lanier Ports.
High snap. Harris keeps it, crosses the 30, gets and falls forward to about the 26-yard line. That's almost enough for a 1st down.
It's going to be pretty close. It depends on the spot. They're going to say it's the 3rd down.
Yep.
It's going to be short of the 1st.
Yeah, Harris started running toward the near side. Of course, he had a back trailing him just in case he needed to toss it. But he saw the opening a little bit better and held it on and almost picked up the 1st down.
Offside.
Great.
How about another freebie, guys?
Oh, we like those.
You can tell he's a senior because he's the one that calls that one. He just said to guys, hey, I want
5-yard penalty,
the second
so
play,
3rd down.
not the 1st.
Correction, the yardage is a 1st down.
And, you know, guys, you started talking about the lack of discipline to some level on Lanier earlier. Takes a lot of discipline first game of the year to do several long counts like that.
All right.
And have them hold. And, boy, the Cougars have been disciplined on that. So, yet another good sign.
Harris barking signals up to the line of scrimmage. He's set to go now. Standing in his own 27. Keeps it going up the middle to the 20, 15, 10. And he gets down almost to the 5-yard line. And we've got another flag.
You know, guys, I'm not sure about that.
I didn't see a
Hey, he's pointing across the deal. There may have been another issue, extracurricular.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, half the distance to the goal.
What is that, 4 15-yarders tonight?
Yeah, that's the 4th big penalty and the 3rd unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Lanier Ports, and they have put the Cougars in excellent field position. The ball inside the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's going to move it inside the 5 down to the 3.
Yeah, this is like an extra point attempt here. All right, he's back in shotgun formation. They blew the call in play at 6:14 for the half. Here's a snap. It's kind of high. He looks at the middle, and he's just short.
They're going to take his knee. Guys, it was close, but the knee went down at about the 1 before he went on into the end zone. So, close though.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal. The ball inside the 1.
All right. This is going to be another keeper up the middle for Harris. No. Yeah. No, he got him. They lost yardage, number 20.
I don't think that's what they meant to run, guys. I'm just telling you.
I think it was a busted play.
Yeah.
Right. They fumbled the exchange a little bit, and they were lucky that they didn't lose the ball. It wasn't a very smooth exchange. So
we got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, so with 5:34 left in the first half, the Cougars up 3-0, and they're inside the 2.
Okay, we're set for a 3rd down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Handoff, number 20 cuts it in, touchdown for number 20 for the Cougars, and that is Caleb Easley, and that's a 6-pointer. Great run by number 20.
It really was. That time, Easley just cut over to his left and took it into the end zone from 2 yards out.
From down here, he had some nice blocking out in front of him. Well, and when it was all said and done, it was nothing but Caleb and goal line, which is good to see. Cougars needed a good touchdown, go up 9-0 right now, and extra point pending. And I tell you what, guys, a lot of confidence for that, and that's good for this team.
All right, we're set for the extra point attempt here with Shira putting a foot to it, and I believe it's good. So there's time out on the field. 5:21 left in the first half of play. It is now 10-0 in favor of the hometown Northview Cougars. And we'll get set for the kickoff here in just a moment. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Well, it's all Cougars tonight. They have put in a 25-yard, I think it was, field goal mitt. Was it 25?
No, that was a 2-yard TD run by Eason. Yeah, they had a 25-yard field goal in the first quarter.
And just completed the 6-pointer and the extra point to lead 10-0.
And that was a 50-yard drive. They started on the 50-yard line. It was capped off by a 2-yard TD run by Easley, and the extra point was good by Shara, and it makes it a 10-0 Northview lead, and the ball just fell off, and the T and the kicker didn't notice it. But that was a good drive, Jimbo. They mixed it up very good.
Yeah, they're asking them to reset the clock now.
Any comments on that drive, Jimbo? Okay, I don't guess he heard me. But
yeah, it's a squib. It looked like it was going to be an onside kick, but an alert Poet player was there to pull it in at about the 38-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Sidney Lanier Poets from Montgomery.
So this is the best starting field position of the night for the Poets. They'll be starting at their own 38-yard line.
The Poets will take possession at their own 38.
All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation for number 2, Patrick Perry, and they get the ball advanced to about the 42-yard line, so we'll give them about 3 yards in that play.
And the tackle was by number 39 for the Cougars, Harrison Jordan. Gain of about 2.5 yards.
Well, they're going to give him 4. It's 2nd and 6.
That's not 4 yards, Bobby.
Yeah, I tell you what.
That's about 1, 2, about 2.5.
I know.
A little less than 3, but.
Under 5 minutes left in this first half. It's all Cougars tonight. 10-zip. Here's a pass. A little wide, intended for number 9,
Coleman.
Marquise Coleman. The quarterback has not had a lot of great time, and also the few passes that he's thrown, he's not really on target tonight. So.
Well, that's because of that pressure coming from that Cougar defense.
So we got well, they're saying it's 3rd. Yeah, 3rd, and we're going to call it 6. It's a complete, misses a tackle, then they're going to pick up the 1st down at the Cougar 45.
And that'll be the first time that the Poets have been in Cougar territory all night. They moved the ball inside they're going to mark it about the 44-yard line of the Cougars.
So that's really one of their best plays of the night for Sidney Lanier.
It was. It looked like the Cougars were going to be able to stop them, but the quarterback was able to get to the outside and make a play.
A good effort there from your quarterback, number 2, Patrick Perry. He started to throw almost a lateral pass. It was going to be positive yards, but he saw it a Cardinal or purple jersey there, so he elected to pull it up and picked up about 3 or 4 yards.
At that time, Perry did a good job of recognizing the play and able to pick up some positive yards. A missed tackle that time, but they were able to bring number 5 down, Patrick Reed.
Yeah, Reed got banged about 2 or 3 times before he went down, but there wasn't much yardage there for him to pick up.
So after the Cougar touchdown, the Force have come out playing a lot more aggressive, Bobby. They have started to attack the Cougars.
Yeah, there seems to be just a little bit of spark in there. But we're going to have a timeout on the field for
timeout. Sidney there.
So 3:29 left in the first half. The Cougars up 10-0.
All right, we have 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in this first half of play. The Poets have made themselves a pretty good little drive here, all the way down to the Cougar 36-yard line, and he's back to pass once again. He's got a man, and knocked away by number 3 for the
No, that's number 23 for the Cougars. That was an excellent defensive play that time from Biggums.
Yeah. Great, because the Poet had just a step or 2 on him, and they picked up, knocked it away at the last moment.
And that was Joshua Biggums. He's a 5'11", 165-pound defensive back.
All right, we got a new running back in the backfield tonight, number 1, which is Terry Jackson.
Let's see if they try a hard count, guys.
Oh.
First down and more. That time, keeper by Perry.
Yeah, and there to make the tackle was the number 2 for the Cougar, Marquez White, and he wasn't going to get by him. So they moved the chains for first down, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from looks like the 25-yard line.
And this drive started on the 38-yard line of Lanier.
He's back passing.
It's going to be picked off.
Yeah, intercepted by the
There
Cougars.
you go. How about Alvin Lampkin, guys? What a nice play.
Yeah, great play.
It was. That time, Lampkin read that play like it was a book and a sheet of paper in front of him.
It was the same play they ran 2 plays earlier that was knocked away, and Lampkin just stepped in and pulled that one in.
So a big play. They had put together a really good drive, Lanier had, and it moved the ball down to inside the 30, down to about the 25.
So we got time to tack on some more points here in this before the halftime comes. We'll just order that up for the Cougars there, Jimbo.
Well, guys, after this play.
Man in motion to the near side, hands off to number 9, crosses the corner, gets it across the 20, maybe the 21-yard line, and that's number 9, and that's Adrian Brooks.
Guys, I was just commenting a minute ago again that the amount of discipline that you've seen on this team, both in counts and staying in lanes and covering men, been just impressive for the Cougars.
Absolutely. And Harris being able to handle those. I'm amazed he even got that one away.
Yeah, I am too, Bobby. There were a lot of white jerseys in that backfield, and he managed to move around, and he was able to make an attempt out to number 20 easily. It was incomplete, but he avoided loss of yards.
So here we come with Harris again. Got the wideouts across the way, one here to the near side.
Yeah, and boy, love the matchup over here. You got Carmichael out here at about 6'3" against about a 5'7", so let's see what happens.
And it's intercepted.
Intercepted at the 27-yard line by number 17, I guess it was, which would be Antonio Hunsu. That was just a misread on Harris's part, as number 17 there he just stepped in front of the ball and hauled it in.
Yeah, so a bad break for the Cougars, but a big break for the Lanier Port. So they get the ball deep in Cougar territory.
Yeah, and that's 2:11 left in the first half. And just to move up the middle, good for maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, and I tell you guys, they're not going to be difficult for me to see them making pay dirt running that play.
No.
Because what the Cougars have done, and but at this point, what your Cougars don't want to do is open the door back up. They've truly earned this 10-0 start right now, and you sure don't want to give up with the momentum, because you got to remember, Sidney Lanier gets the ball after the half. They deferred, so this is an opportunity to have the ball offense twice in a row. The Cougars need to go ahead and stop them. You see Sidney Lanier is going to be content to run it down and maybe try to put some in the end zone here at the end.
Here's a handoff to number 5, trying to do the end around, and he's taking it out of bounds. And they stop the clock as he gets inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Down to a minute 26 left in the half. The Cougars on top, 10-0 over the Sidney Lanier Ports of Montgomery.
The Cougar defender there was trying his best to get him on the ground before he went out of bounds.
Guys, let me just mention something. Something's coming out of the sky, and it isn't a snow cone. So let me just mention that to you. A little rain starting to come on.
There's number 5 in the end zone. Can't pull it down.
Oh, wow. It was right through the hands of Patrick Reed. It's incomplete.
And the Cougar player was number 32, and that is Trey Brown.
Put me off on this.
Okay, good. We'll back them up some yards in. Somebody didn't stay at home.
Interesting, guys, and of course that's a matchup. If you're Sidney Lanier, you like to see anybody get out there on one-on-one with a linebacker, usually on a pass like that. But I thought Trey did a nice job of staying with him and just enough to keep him from being able to have a free play on it. And that's about all you can ask for.
That's right, Jimbo. I guess they're about to mark off the yardage.
And that was a receiver downfield on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Okay.
All right. And
that was a smart call.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're Sidney Lanier, you might as well go for it at this point.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. So your quarterback, Patrick Perry, marks the signal, and he keeps it. But he's not going to pick up the first down. He's running sideways.
Let me just tell you guys, that was a guy that ended up being a big Trey Balcom, bowling ball, 5'10", 285.
Oh,
okay, nice job. A lot of Cougars around the ball, guys.
Yeah, that's how it counts.
All right, they almost lost as many yards if they would have taken the penalty. So.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you, Balcom looked like he was going after a second round at the buffet on that one, guys. He had him.
Hey, Jimbo, he would have beat you to the buffet that time, man.
Hey, hold on. He doesn't have that kind of speed yet, guys, but we're watching him.
Hey, he's got the size, but not the speed and experience. Huh?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I'd push a cart or something out in front of him, guys.
I've been kind of circling numbers here of these Cougar players. It's on offense and defense. Just check this out. 55, 270 pounds. As a Cougar, look, he's going for broke. Number 2, just beyond his reach.
Not a bad play to toss it to Marquez out there playing a dual role.
And we know Marquez's athleticism. He's an outstanding athlete. Football and basketball, and I saw him single-handedly come from behind and force a game in overtime and win it for the Cougars. That was 2 years ago.
All right, here we go. The second down. Clock stop. Takes a handoff up the middle. The opening was there momentarily, but it closed. And number 3 still on the go. He would not give up.
That was a fumble. Northview fumbled it, but pick number 55 picked it up and took it down. That was James Tillman.
270 pounds. They're making them big in high school these days.
Let me tell you, and Tillman, of course, is one of your offensive linemen. I think they found somebody for goal line based on the way he turned it. But boy, there was some pads popping and helmets flying, guys. What you like in high school football?
But I like the aggressiveness of Tillman that time, picking that ball up, and he held on to it with a lot of strength. His helmet came off, but he held on to the ball.
Well, we got another visitor, and he hadn't come in here yet, but Jim Boone's sidekick, Jim Boone, is up here in the press box with us.
Well, you know, and you talk about that. Hey, listen, Tillman, anytime a lineman, or as a lot of people like to call them the big uglies, anytime they can get their hand on the ball, boy, I'll tell you what, they're going to make all they can make out of the situation, guys.
Yeah, I was telling you a few minutes ago, Jimbo, you got 55. Tillman is 270 pounds. Trey Balcom is 285. Jeremiah Reeves is 330. 68. Tylen Ratliff, he's 225. Justin Henson, 270. And Russell Powell, 265. Them some big fellas be playing football.
Absolutely. Like I said, I think those front five, they weigh in at a little over 1,400 pounds between the five of them.
Wow.
That's a lot of Wheaties.
That is. All right, here's the back to pass once again. Oh, and he was nailed. Oh, gosh, 29, and I can't make up the other
That was number
jersey.
91, and that made that play, Andrew Stevens.
Along with number 8, which was Roderick Calhoun.
So it's going to bring up 4th down for the Cougars, and Lanier wants a timeout with 40 seconds left in the first half. The Cougars on top, 10-0.
All right, we're coming back out on the field. It's going to be a 4th down and 20 or 25 for the Cougars, and we're going to have a punt from Jack Shira.
They're going to go for it. I think they're going to try to get in there and block it.
Oh, yeah, nice kick. That was 53 yards in the air.
Excellent punt that time for the Cougars, and
he put the foot on it about the 3-yard line, so that's a 49-yard punt. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Not in high school.
So Lanier will be taken over at the 47-yard line. 47-yard line.
And, you know, guys, we talked earlier about the special teams and just the whole discipline idea that we talked about earlier. Another example, you know, got a young kicker back there. I mean, he's kicked before, but, you know, that's a lot of pressure deep in your end zone. You know they're bringing the house because they got nothing to lose. And, you know, nice play, nice discipline play, and that's what I've enjoyed seeing about this Cougar team. I've said it a couple of times, but, boy, it's a great thing to see.
All right, 32 seconds left.
Incomplete.
First, I thought number 3 for the Cougars, Lampkin, was going to go up and go after, but then he saw he was jumping early and got back down, and thank goodness it was over the head of the intended receiver.
That was Barczyk, the intended receiver, 5'11", 158, junior. So it brings up 2nd and 10, 26 seconds left in the first half. Cougars on top, 10-0.
2nd and 10. Patrick Perry takes the snap, hands it off. Statue of Liberty play, and they're going to pick up a first down. We got a flag here. As they pick up some great yardage, but there's a flag at the 45.
He's stopped by number 3.
I will see what you're going to pull a holding here.
Holding on the offense.
So that one will be coming back, and they're going to add 10 more yards to it.
Well, if they
is it from the spot of the foul?
Is from if they take it.
Yeah, I would take it.
Yeah, I'd definitely take it. Yeah, it's a major distance penalty.
Yeah, it's from
you know, and since the time doesn't come off, that works against them, as y'all
10
know,
yards
guys.
from the spot of the foul. Repeat 2nd down.
And let's be honest, they really hadn't put together anything complete. They've had some couple of plays, you know, but they hadn't been able to put a full package together. So back them up, I'll take my chances, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to go 45 yards for the score, and it's under 10 seconds. So this should be the play of the half.
Well, it's complete.
3 Cougars were down.
Time is out. Time expires.
Well, let me tell you guys, that was something else, and I'll tell you one of the reasons is let's see if there is any time on the clock.
Time
yet.
expired.
Let's see.
Yeah, but
hold on, let's see. I wouldn't run
I don't
off.
see a flag on the field.
I don't either, but I'm just saying. Halftime. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Let me try to see if I can catch Coach, and let me see if I can work here something here, guys. You see me, Brian?
Okay.
Right. 50, Brian.
Okay, yeah. So we're at halftime, and the score is Northview 10 and nothing for Lanier. And it was a good first half, Bobby. Northview scored first with 3:38 left in the first quarter on a 25-yard field goal coming from Shara. And they scored again with 5:21 left in the second.
Let me grab him, guys. All right. Hold on. I'm not going to interrupt him, guys, while he's talking to his coach, okay?
On a 2-yard touchdown run from Easley, and the extra point was good. Okay, let's go down to Jimbo on the field.
Coach, I know you want to go see your team, but good first half. Tell me what your thoughts are.
You know, a few mistakes, and biggest thing is just getting in the rhythm. You know, the type of offense we have, it's a rhythm. And, you know, with the kids, we had a few little issues. Kids, you know, with the new rule, helmet pops off, kids had to come out, had an exchange lineman, just, you know, a few blown assignments, some pass protection stuff. But, you know, great coach said we're going to fix it right here.
And we're impressed with the discipline of your team right now, Coach. That's always good to see. You guys, a lot of discipline. They didn't quite have it there. Boy, I think that made a difference, too.
Yeah, you know, those things, because the kids know they'll be punished for that when we get back to the house.
All right, go back and talk to them, Coach. See you. All right, guys. Hey, I think that summed it up. All the things we talk about, whatever. Quote, they'll be punished if they get back to the house. I think that said it for me, too, guys.
Okay, hey, I like that. So we've come to halftime, and the score is the Northview Cougars 10 to Sidney Lanier Ports nothing. We'll be back with halftime activities. After this timeout, you're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium tonight, where the Northview Cougars and the Sidney Lanier Poets are going at it. And for the first half, it's been all Northview as they lead by a score of 10 to nothing. And of course, they'll be kicking off to Sidney Lanier to start the second half of tonight's game.
Yeah, and recapping the score, Northview scored first with 3:38 left in the first half on a 25-yard field goal coming from Shara. They scored again in the second with 5:21 left on a 2-yard run by Easley to make it 10-0, and that's where the score stands now. Jimbo, any comments on the first half?
Well, you know, my comments on the first half is that there's a lot more offense that we're going to see, I think, from the Cougars. You know, that's part of it, just getting into rhythm and getting that going. Hey, it is first game, but I'll come back to it again. I like what I've seen so far in discipline. I like what I've seen in the fact they've been able to run long counts and cause the other team to make mental errors that sometimes you won't, I hate to say you expect them, but are not uncommon in a first game. So you add those things together, guys. All that's signing up pretty good right now for Northview. Now let's see their first transition out of the half, and I think it'll be a smooth transition, unlike watching Bobby change into a bathing suit, which would not be a smooth transition.
Absolutely not.
Hey, and not a very pretty sight.
I'll get you back on that one, buddy.
Hey, it's early in the season. I know there's a lot of opportunity out there, guys.
Yeah.
When you least expect it.
Hey, Jimbo, how do you like that comments that the coach made going to halftime?
You know, I'll come back to it again. What he said, I heard it. Hey, here we are talking about discipline. Yeah, you know what's going to happen when you get home if you don't. So I heard him. I heard him loud and clear. Matter of fact, when I go back, I'm going to critique my own game, guys.
I heard that.
Yeah. So what are you expecting in the second half? Are you expecting Northview to do anything different, or pretty much stay to the game plan that they've executed so far?
Well, I think that the key is what you said is execution. You know, they've had some opportunities. Again, you know, rhythm is, you can tell this is one of those rhythm type offense. You know, this isn't two running backs and pound it around. This is move it around and get rhythm and get something going. You know, a couple of catches there would have meant something. We know we had Carmichael open one time, looked like would have been, you know, an almost for sure 6. And I just think if they can get some success in that area, look, they got to feel good coming out up 10-0. You know, they got down, they've made some points, but they've had some opportunities that they hadn't made, and that's what's going to be key. Can they do some of that? Now remember, Sidney Lanier will get the ball coming out. So far, you know, Sidney Lanier hasn't done a whole lot on offense, really to put anything together. And you know, we don't want to give them anything cheap, but our defense looks pretty good on that. So hey, that's what I expect to see. Both teams doing more of the same. We're just going to execute a little better.
Okay, I'm going to let you speak to Jim Boone. He's up here in the booth. Jim, you have something to say?
Jimbo, what about it down there on the side?
Well, it's all good. Yeah, look, guys, y'all are getting too many people up there that really know something about ball. I can get off the field and get away with it till the fans watch the replay, but now you got Boone up there. He can call me out on all this.
Well, we need somebody to straighten you out a little bit, you know.
Well, I know it, and that's my family's been working hard on that for years, guys.
Hey, the Cougars are not looking bad tonight. New coach here at Rip Hughes tonight, and looks like they got a few more guys out this year than Northview.
They got more fans, but you know what? They got numbers up. Both Northview and Dothan, I'll mention it. I think they both got 40+ on the 9th grade team. Hey, guys, that's what it takes to start building these programs.
That is right. Yeah, hats off to Harry Wayne Parrish and the work he's done to see that get started.
Fairly young team, isn't it, too, Jimbo? I see a lot of seniors, but I think there's a lot of youngsters coming up on this Northview.
Yeah, you make a great point. You got about, I didn't count them up because I didn't want to take my shoes off, but there was about 15 to 17 seniors, starting on both sides of the ball, somewhere in that neighborhood. But you got a lot of young ones behind it. And, again, that's a great thing. Boy, give them a year to watch the system, see it, get some practice time, maybe in a couple of games get a little play time, and then start building it. And, boy, you can get classes of 35 and 40 every year. Boy, you just get ready. It'll be good.
And you look at that schedule that Northview's got this year, my goodness, that's a tough one. They got to come out with a W tonight for sure.
Yeah, and the other thing they need to do with that is they're going to play, and I don't want to get into discussing what I thought about Alabama High School Athletic Association setting up this Mobile situation, but I think they need to provide Enterprise, Dothan, and Northview with a region plane, a 737 to haul everybody over and back, because coming down the stretch, they've got 2 games back-to-back in Mobile away. That's not an easy stretch to do that a couple of times, guys.
No doubt. And I believe they got Daphne, they got Foley over there for sure. And I know Prattville, they got Prattville on the road, don't they?
That's a neat thing. LeBron Stewart comes from Prattville, so guess what? He's got them to come to Dothan last game. Here, last game will be Rip Hughes Stadium, last game of the year. Go ahead and play Prattville, and I think that's a great thing. Hey, look, if you want to get there, why don't you go ahead and try to play the best anytime you get an opportunity to do it? Yep. And I think, again, yet another positive for the program.
Good talking to you. I'm going to give it back to Mitt. How about Roll Tide this weekend?
You got to Roll Tide. I'm going to make my way out there, and somebody said, boy, I bet you'll love that new big scoreboard. I said, I'm going to have to as high as my seats are out there.
I hear you.
So it's in the nosebleed section, you're saying? All right, we're about set to get the second half of this game underway. The Poets seem anxious. They are they're lined up in receiving. Deep will be number 5, Patrick Reed, and he's had a couple of good runs with when he got his hands on the football. But there wasn't a whole lot of bright spots in the Poets in this first half. We'll see what the coaches said the second go around. Short kick again, fielded by number 12, and that's Laquan Ringstaff. I'm not sure what the reason for the short punt is, but it looks like this is giving the players an opportunity to cover the ball real quick and not have a big run back.
Well, what's interesting about it, and I think we saw it earlier, even when the guy touched it and went out. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they take it at the 35, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That being the rule, why would you want to give a guy an opportunity to take a yard, all the way? Just go ahead and do that, and if a guy gets it, so be it,
Yeah, that's smart.
Especially when they hadn't moved any better in offense than they have right now.
All right, we have Patrick Perry receiving, and number 5 was the intended receiver, Patrick Reed, and the ball was already in the air before Reed ever looked at it. So still some communication problems between quarterback and his receivers.
But Bobby, Lanier's starting off in an excellent field position on the 40-yard line, one of the best field positions they've had all night. Their last 2 possessions, they've had good field position. They started on the 47 last time, and this time they start on the 40.
11:53 left in the third period. Man in motion, and the snap is going to come back to number 2. Keeps it, and he's going to grind for about a yard, possibly a yard and a half. Looks like they're going to give him 2.
A bunch of Cougars in on that tackle was number 5, A.J. Williams, was in on that one. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd and 8. This defense for the Cougars, these guys are fast. Even the down guys at the line of scrimmage, they just hustle to the ball quickly.
They're going long again and incomplete. They've gone for the long shot a couple of times, but they've been unsuccessful.
I'll tell you what, he actually, if you notice, he had good coverage, and just at the last minute, well, I'll tell you what, number 9 put a little separation on there that got me just a tad nervous. You know, we had the guys in the right coverage, but he had a little burst there at the end that put him there. But, hey, nonetheless, Cougars are going to be looking for the ball again, and that's a good way to start the first half, guys.
Okay, Tristan Bychek is back at the 25-yard to punt on this fourth down call. Clock is top of 11:12 in the third period.
You know, guys, I don't know if it's too early to see them try to do something. Maybe not now that they got a substitution issue here. They're going to probably have to call a timeout.
They did.
There we go.
And, we were talking earlier about the schedule for Northview. I was trying to pull it up here. They will play, let's see, they're going to play Dothan early this year.
Yeah, that's...
Actually, matter of fact, guys, that's next week.
Next week, right. And that's unusual.
Well, you know,
they moved that from last year.
Yeah.
From the last it's been, and they thought maybe there'd be a better sequence of wins and losses there since they could play early in the season.
Well, and the other thing they're going to do, guys, they're going to split the gate. So it's going to be a common split the gate. And I think what a good way to get the season started, do it right. And, you take some things off the table late in the year that sometimes can be a distraction or whatever. Let's go ahead and play this game. Let's fill it up just like you'll see it on that first game, the first week of September, and let's fill it up and both teams make some money. Hey, get some gas money to go to Mobile, guys.
They're going to need it. What, about 4 or 5 miles to the gallon? And it kicked it out of bounds, so they're going to get excellent field position. Excellent.
Yeah, now, Bobby, while the exchange, and I'm going to run down the schedule. Next week, they play Dothan at 7 o'clock here, Robertsdale the following week, and that will be here. Then they'll have to go to Daphne, and then they'll be here against Walton County High School out of Florida. Then they'll be at Enterprise, then at Baldwin County, then at Foley, then back at Northview against Fairhope and Prattville. So they have a tough schedule ahead of them, but they're getting off to a very good start tonight.
Okay, we got Harris back up the middle to number 2 and the 20 in the handoff, and they're going to sling him. He's going to make it to midfield and keeps the clock running. Great effort there for number 20 for the Beasley. I'm telling you, he motored out some 15 yards on that play.
Beasley had a touchdown earlier in the game. He had a two-yard run to put Northview up 10-0.
Okay. Ooh. He had not even got it out of his hands to give it to Easley and stop for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. Great penetration by the Poets on that play. Is it 91? Yeah, he's one of them healthy guys. Well, no, he's 195.
Andrew Stevens.
Yeah. They got some that weighs 280, couple that weighs 285, one at 205, so they got some healthy players. Back to pass once again. Flag. It's to Easley, and
ooh, this helmet is hitting. Number 29 pops Easley. That is Ricardo Stokes.
And they mentioned that rule at the half. I mean, just as the end of the first half, that if a player's helmet comes off, they got to set out one play. So Easley's on the sidelines.
We'll listen to what the call is.
It came from an area where you might get a holding. Let's see what we get.
Personal foul on the offense.
So that's a foul against Northview, their first personal foul, but something they couldn't afford to have happen.
Well, I think that's their first penalty. I think it's their first penalty tonight. And this is a big one, too.
Yes, it is. So it moved them back deep into their own territory.
To the 31. And they started this drive on
personal foul on the offense. 15 yards from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
All right, we got 16 wide out to the near side here. This is Jonathan Carmichael.
Yeah, and he's got a continuous good matchup, guys, if he can just get a step on this guy.
Oh, loose ball. Loose ball.
Guys, I think the Poets got it. Yeah. He didn't quite have it. I got to tell you, he had one hand on it, but quite frankly, well, interesting. Our guy's going to come out with it, but they actually did. I saw them when they first hit the ground. That's sad to see because Cougars don't have any reason to let these guys back in this.
That's true. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line for Sidney Lanier. Coming back in at quarterback, Patrick Perry.
2 miscues, Bobby. The 15-yard penalty, then the fumble, which is giving Lanier an excellent opportunity. That's starting at the 26-yard line.
All right, wide out far to the left, hands off to number 5, and he crosses the line of scrimmage, Patrick Reed, and he gets down to about the 21-yard line.
So it's a gain of about.
Well, they're
4.
not.
They're going to give him about. Well, I'm saying 3 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be
7.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is a big series for Lanier, a big series for the Cougars. They've got to stop them from scoring.
All right, here's a handoff. Number 6, this is for his first carry of the game, Jonathan Davidson. He's a 11th grader. And it's not enough for the first down. But they do get it up closer to that first down territory. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
So Lanier trying to take advantage of the Northview mistake.
Keeper into the end zone.
No, he's going to be short down to the 5-yard line.
I mean, he was wide open, untouched.
That was Perry.
You know, guys, they're taking a play. They really watched some of what the Cougars have done and said, you know what, we hadn't shown a lot of success on doing a lot of the passes and what they've done. They've said, let's try a little ground attack. And, you know, right now they seem to have found a rhythm. And Cougars got to do it right now. Here it is, 1st and goal with 4 tries from the 3.
Very short field, 26 yards.
Handoff, a keeper.
And he's going to be stopped short.
I think he jumped, and when he did, he lost momentum.
Yeah, he's about a half yard out, guys.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Where's the ball? Inside on about the 2, Jimbo?
Hey, it looks like it's on about the 1.
So it's a
official does show touchdown.
Touchdown.
Across the way.
1 yard out.
But it must have been mighty close. So with 7:54 left in this 3rd period of play, the Poets have put together a drive following a interception by the.
Well, no, it was a fumble.
Fumble. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I call these gimmicks. Anytime you turn the ball over deep in your own territory, you know, it's a gimmick for the opposing team. And you can't afford to just give away points and opportunities like that.
Yeah, and especially mid a team that hadn't been able to put together a long drive yet.
I believe he made it.
Yeah, so we're down to a 3-point game. So the score now is Northview 10 and Lanier
7.
With 7, yeah.
So there's timeout on the field. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, following that costly fumble by the Cougars, Sidney Lanier is able to put together about a 25-yard drive and score from their quarterback, Patrick Perry, to put 6 points on the board. Their place kicker put it through the upright. So right now it's only a 3-point slim lead over the Cougars.
So it's 7 points off turnovers, and that's something that you don't want to happen.
I do need to correct myself because I said a 3 lead over the Cougar, but it's the Cougars 3 points over the Poets.
So the Cougars going to have to get back on track here and try to take over this game because they were in control of this game.
They kicked it out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 35.
So it's not much difference, 30-35, but
it looks like they're afraid to put any kind of foot into a ball on either side, Jimbo.
Well, I don't know if his
Free kick out of bounds.
his intention-
5-yard penalty from
I
the
couldn't
previous
tell.
spot and a free
He's
kick.
a little bigger guy, not look like your typical kicker, but a guy that you're not, not unusual to see just somebody that can boot it in high school football. I don't know if he caught that as clean as he'd like to, but
Well,
anyway,
they're going to make them kick this time.
yeah. Well. I guess you have an option whether you want it to be. You can either take it at the 35, and the way Northview was kicking earlier, that was why it just made sense for Sidney Lanier to do that. But Northview probably says, "Hey, if you're going to try to kick it deep, let me get it to Marquez back here, one of these guys. If you want to do a dose of that, we'll take another shot at it."
Yeah, we got Marquez, Jarris Barner.
And it does if he kicks to the up guy on the right side over there, then he's going to get it at about the 40. So let's see what happens.
And if you can get it into the hand of your playmakers like Marquez White, he can make some things happen. So they're going to probably try to keep the ball away from White.
Yeah, I think they'll do it. Like you said, at some point they'll have to quit risking trying to go side with it just because of there. So there you go. And that's not what I do. Let's see how this works out for them, guys.
Offsides?
Offsides.
The play.
So it's going to be offsides against Lanier. So
Yeah.
they may back it up another 5.
But now I got to give him credit. That goes back to what we talked about. That's a pretty good kick down to the 5 from 5 yards back. So, but do you really want to kick it to Marquez?
Before the kick, encroachment of the neutral zone by the kicking team, 5 yards from the previous spot.
So he's going to walk back to 30.
They just David just gave me a stat, said that's the 12th penalty on Sidney Lanier tonight, guys.
Wow. I believe it.
That'll make you get close to closing time before you can order your pizza if you're not careful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, we want them to keep making mistakes, but we've got to take advantage of their mistakes.
If he kicks it deep to Marquez now, then I just don't think that's a smart play. Let's see what happens.
This is not right. They should be kicking from the 30 because they just tried it from the 35, was offsides.
I think.
And the coach is pointing that out right now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's pleading his case.
Hold it, and I think he got the attention.
Hey, listen, he wants to try to kick it off from the goal line. Is that what it was? What's the deal?
Well,
it's us. No, that's LeBron, and LeBron's talking to him about the rules, I think.
Right, yeah.
How many times are you going to let him do this? And there may be a limit to it.
That's different. That was an
I just heard him say that. That's just my fault. But yeah.
All right, there we go. Good point, Miss Mark.
Right.
Where are they kicking? I'm on the other end, guys. Where are they kicking it from now?
The 30.
30, okay.
They've kicked it from the 40, the 35, and now the 30.
Let's just see if he kicks it in the middle. Let's see. But that kick that he did make was a good one. He had Marquez backpedaling or facing the wrong direction. Let's see what happens here, guys.
He's going to kick it to him again. No, to number 1.
That's
Jarris Barner. Oh man, what a way he brought that thing out big time to the 43-yard line.
So a good starting field position for the Cougars, their own 43-yard line. Their last possession, they started at the 35 and fumbled the ball, and on the 26. So the Cougars are going to try to make up for that big mistake they made their last possession.
Looks like a blitz. Yeah, it picked up about 4 or 5 yards on that carry. The ball carrier was number 20.
Yeah, I don't have any problem, guys, if I'm them pounding Easley and Turner Vincent behind that line. Let's give them a dose of that for a while and get a little rhythm.
Yeah.
That was Turner Vincent on the carry. He picked up 5.
Oh.
Looked like encroachment to me.
Well, if that's the case, it'll be penalty number 13.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Still second down.
Cougars are going to have to settle down. They're starting to make some costly mistakes here. And they have allowed Lanier to get back into this game, and Northview pretty much dominated for the first half.
Harris back in shotgun formation. He's got two guys, and the snap is way high. I think he's fortunate to get the carry, the handoff to number 20 on that play, Easley.
So
give him a yard.
About 1.
So it's 3rd and 9.
We're down to 6:49 left in the third. The Cougars holding on to a 3-point lead, 10-7 over the Lanier Poets of Montgomery.
See, they're basically only rushing three. There's only 2 downmen. But then they got that linebacker up on the line. Now they're getting more better now. Harris gets the snap. It's a great snap this time, and he avoids the rush and sidestepped. He's going to pick up good yardage just across the middle of the 50-yard line, and the Sidney Lanier Poet player tried to spear him with his helmet.
But it's going to be short of the first down, Bobby, so it's going to bring up 4th and about 2, and they are bringing out the punting team.
So number 30, Zach Shira, is back to punt. He'll be punting from about his own 40-yard line, so this ought to be a good time to really nail them back onto their side of the field. So
yeah, they need to. Northview need to have good coverage.
Great snap. He kicks it from the 39, and they're going to let it hit.
It hits one of the players. Yeah. Oh, boy. Boy, if Northview could have got on that ball, but we have a flag.
There's a flag.
So hold up.
Ball was kicked by number 30.
Let's see what the call is.
I think it's on them guys.
Rubbing the kicker. Yep.
There you go. Roughing the kicker.
First down. Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. Not only that, but you got to admit, Sidney Lanier can make a special team or a kick play always exciting. Ain't they, guys?
Hey, no doubt about that.
So that if they rough the kicker, that's enough for Cougar first down.
I think it's automatic.
Yeah, well,
it's got to be incidental contact is 5 yards.
And I don't know, and I got to be honest. Somebody'd have to verify the high school rules. Sometimes there's a difference, sometimes not, and I can't recall if there's any kind of a, they don't have the intentional or the unintentional. I think they even went away from that in college, but I hadn't had my rule book out lately, guys.
We better get them out, hadn't we?
Post-scrimmage kick, personal foul against the defense. The ball will still belong to White for a first down.
Okay.
Heat timeout.
After the play, that's why. Okay.
So with 5:29 left in the third, the score of Northview 10, Sidney Lanier 7. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Officials. Okay, back to play here. Following the punt and on a timeout. It's 1st and 10, and they're going to ramble for some big yardage all the way across the 22 from the 11-yard line. I believe it's going to be enough for the first down.
Guys, one thing that the Cougars may have to look at on defense is, of course, they're playing a 3-4. But if they're going to come up and it's going to be a run play, of course, obviously we've got to bring these linebackers up a little quicker and a little tighter. So let's see what happens.
Bark up the middle. He gets the first down, but he really paid the
they
price.
already had a first down.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, so that was stopped by number, I was trying to see number 63.
53.
63.
63 and 17, Stephen Spivey. Now, you keep an eye on Spivey. He's a little pile of just hard rock meat there in the middle. So keep an eye on him, and he's being subbed out right now.
That was Medford number 63 in on the tackle.
Here's a handoff again.
Good hit.
Oh, big hit. Picks up maybe a yard.
That was number 32 on the hit for the Cougars. That was Trey Brown. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. So this is a big 3rd down. The Cougars need to stop them on this 3rd down and get the ball back. And the momentum has seemed to have swung just a little bit, Bobby.
We're approaching the 4-minute mark of the quarter. We got everybody empty backfield this time, so we're throwing for sure. Oh, he drops the ball.
And
flags go everywhere.
Yeah, and they're back there in the holding area, so I think you'll see a decline of that and call it 4th down.
Yeah.
That was number 32, Brown, in on another
Ball
play.
carries number 2.
So Brown has made a couple of big plays here in a row.
Boy, and you talk about something needed, guys. You know, we needed a little shift of momentum there, and a couple of good hits on defense, and a stop will cure a lot of ills.
You're right. So it's time for the Cougars to get something going offensively. They've had some miscues their last couple of possessions and haven't really put together a good drive. So this should put them in excellent starting field position. Back deep is number 12, Martin.
The punter, number 3, is Christian Bicek.
Yeah.
And he's standing at the what is that, the 7-yard line?
Yeah, and guys, the Cougars have had some penetration. Let's see what happens.
It hit their own player. It hit their own player.
That was a short punt.
Yeah, out at the 29, guys. How about that?
Yeah, that's a great one.
And you know what? If you saw those two guys penetrate, he hit the up man pretty hard, and I didn't catch both those two Cougar numbers coming in, but they pushed him back, and there you go. And here's the result. We like it.
Yeah, the punt hit the Poet player instead of blocking it, but we'll take it.
So Northview with the best starting field position of the night. They're at their own 20 at the Lanier 29-yard line.
All right, Harris sparks the signals. Good snap. Hands off to number 20.
No, he
keeps it, and he's got some running room. 20, 15, 10.
He just need a block.
And he's going to go out about the 9 or 10-yard line. Great run from the 29-yard line down to about the 9.
So Harris picks up a 20-yard gain on the play, Bobby.
Yeah, that was a great one. Puts it first and goal from the 8. All right, we're set for the play. Harris looks, takes the snap, hands off. No, he keeps it right up the middle again, and he's going in for the touchdown. Great 9-yard run.
That was a great call and great execution that time by Harris, taking it from 9 yards out into the end zone for the touchdown.
Awesome, guys, and it's just like you said, that's one of those things that you hope that a quarterback like Jalen Harris can do with his athleticism, et cetera. He's coming off a little gingerly. Well, never mind. He went up for a chest bump, so it looks like he's just fine. And Shira, who's been very good tonight, so convert it, and we're back to 10 up. That's a good turn of emotion and a good turn of momentum for the Cougars, guys.
It was a short field, 29 yards. After that bad punt.
Here's the PAT. It's fumbled. And the extra point attempt fails. Bad snap. So that puts the score at the hometown Northview Cougars with 16 and the Poets of Sidney Lanier out of Montgomery 7. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. All right, here we're back for the kickoff. Following the Cougar touchdown, the point after was no good, and it's going to hit at the 30. It was almost a live ball. If that Northview player really had his head in the game, he could recover that one. But instead, it just it's like it hit the 30-yard line and rolled back to the 32.
Okay, so Lanier will be starting on their own 32-yard line.
Yep.
Their last possession, they punted the ball. They were deep in their own territory. Punted a bad punt, and Northview got the ball at 29-yard lines, and 2 plays later, they go into the end zone on a 9-yard run by Jalen Harris. Picked off. Did he catch it? Incomplete.
No, just he tipped it, knocked it away.
Yeah, and Bobby, on that last drive the Cougars put together was 2 plays, 29 yards, all coming from Harris. 2 plays. He picked up 20 on the first play, and then he took it into the end zone from 9 yards out.
2.5 minutes left in the third period. It's a second down attempt here for Sidney Lanier. They're going to hand it to their number 5, who comes around the end. He's got some running room across the 40, 45, goes out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. The official marks his foot right on the stripe at 50. So that's a pretty good run.
It was a gain of about 18 yards, and it moves the ball out to midfield.
And the ball carrier there was Patrick Reed. He's been a pretty good workhorse for them tonight. Okay, we got wideouts across the way, 2 of them, one to the near side and a full backfield. Hand off to number 6. That's Javante Davidson, and he's still running.
And we got
flags everywhere.
They're going to add more onto that one, Bobby.
Guys, we're starting to look just a little bit, for whatever reason, a little tired on defense. So
you got hands on your hips, and that just.
The good things don't happen when that happens, if you know what I mean. You tend to reach out and grab and do some things, and so hopefully we'll get rewinded here in a minute.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
So we might need to call a timeout here and give the guys a breather.
And guess what? There you go.
Good call, Mitt. Okay, well, no. The play's going to continue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they did call timeout. So with 2:31 left in the third, Northview on top, 16-7. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right, here's the situation with 2:31 to go in the third. It's a 1st and 10 for the Poets. Hand off up the middle, and there's Cougar jerseys everywhere. So that might give him a yard, maybe 2. It looks like 90 is the first one I'm off the pile there, and that's Jordan Carter. Giving him 2 yards.
So a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Just over 2 minutes as we hand off to number 6 again. He looks for room, and he's got it. And he don't want to go down. He's at the 3-yard line.
And that's Davidson taking it down inside the 5. Yeah, Jimbo, I think you're right. The defense is looking a little tired. They're giving up big plays here.
Yeah, that was a 21-yard run.
Yeah, and they're doing kind of what we did. We just said, hey, look, why do we need to do all this fancy stuff in a third quarter hot, muggy night? Why don't we just start trying to pound the ball, see what they do? And they're having some success, guys.
There's number 5 with it again.
He fumbles. And the Cougars get it.
That ball came out, and I believe it's going to be Cougar ball, guys. And it is.
It is.
There we go.
Great goal line stand.
That'll work.
Buy that one. We just dialed that in for him.
Guys, he kind of looked like he was almost going inside, didn't have the ball tucked away just like he should. And I'm telling you, it is slippery out here. Even if the ball's not on the ground, and there's dew out here. I'm looking at it. It is truly dew on the ground. That's a wet ball, guys.
It wouldn't have anything to do with all that rain we've had the last 2 or 3 days, would it?
Yeah, I'm going to show how smart I am. I'm not really sure where all that came from, guys. No, I'm just saying, the humidity is so high down here that I'm just saying, as I'm looking to it, you just look at it, and that ball's going to be wet every time it touches the ground, and it touches the ground every time.
Northview can't trade turnovers like they did earlier in the game. They've got they almost did.
Fumble on that one.
Wow, they were able to hold on to it and get it out to what about the 3-yard line, Jimbo?
Spotted about just about the 3 1/4.
That was easily on the ball carry, and
so no gain on the play, but they maintained possession. That was the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing
that time.
It's Harris. 11 seconds. Get the playoff. Four. All right. He got it off.
Hey,
great.
Great.
Stay. up, baby!
Oh, he gets to the 45-yard line. 42 yards.
Ray Martin, guys. Boy, that was nice, wasn't it?
Number 12.
Man, great call. Great call. A gutsy call, Jimbo.
And I mean it at 1 second on the clock.
Absolutely. Yep, you know, and hey, a good place to do it as far as you talk about low percentage of turnover on that. Why not try it? And hey, you look great when that one works.
Absolutely. All right, Harris is up telling his guys, you know, you got to do some blocking for me now. Back down to 7, 6, 5. He gets it off a little quicker this time. Pass to number 16, wide open, as he's going to be pulled down behind at the 15-yard line. That's number 16,
hey,
Jonathan
guys,
Carmichael.
Boy,
Flag on the
did
field.
he break away from the guy? And I think the defensive back, quite frankly, guys, just got a little lost in his coverage.
Oh, we got a flag.
And boy, I think that's going to be after.
Illegal formation.
Hold on.
Yep, illegal formation, so they're going to pull that from back.
Wow.
Jeez.
What a pass. What a completion.
Yeah, but it's for naught.
Yeah.
It's coming back. Wow. Illegal formation called against the Cougars on a great pass from Harris down to Carmichael, which would have been a humongous gain, Bobby. But
and I'm not sure if we didn't. I'm not sure if they checked in right. It's illegal formation is what it actually is, guys.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. I don't think one of the guys checked up right on the line, but hey, you know what? Don't tell me the defensive backs aren't thinking about that right now, guys. Been burned twice on 2 plays in a row.
That's right. And so that's going to loosen up the ability for the Cougars to get some runs in, because they've got them on the heels.
All right, we're getting the play in a little bit easier, quicker this time. Pass complete to number 12, and he fights across the 40, still on his feet. And they finally put him down at the 42-yard line.
That was an outstanding play that time from Martin. He showed his power, Jimbo. He wasn't going to be denied.
So it's going to be second down.
That's right, and 2 good plays on that series by Martin. He's showing. I tell you what, in future weeks, people are going to look at some of his film and say, all right, we need to pay attention to this guy.
Okay, we're less than 4 seconds, so that's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter, and it is.
See if we can. So you got a chance to stay with me up there, guys. Brian, can you find me down here on the 22? All right, guys. Let me take a minute. I'm standing right here, guys, with Superintendent Tim Wilder. All right, what do you think so far after 3 quarters of play?
I like their energy. I like their enthusiasm. I like the way they're moving the football and they're tackling well. Those 7 points we gave a while ago, we got a turnover right here inside the 20, and so you can't really credit that. So I like the energy. I love it.
You know, the energy, and I tell you what else.
All right, here we go with a second and short. About 1.5 yards for the Cougars to start the fourth quarter here.
They're up 16-7 over the Sidney Lanier Ports of Montgomery.
Got number 20 in the backfield with him. He's been
down to 3 seconds. They call a timeout.
Oh, that's a costly timeout.
Right. Well, they had a little confusion, Bobby, in the backfield. So they weren't quite sure what they needed to do. So we're going to say it's a good timeout.
Yeah.
But they only have 1 left. You know, and that could cause problems or cause complications here in the fourth. Jimbo.
Yeah, you know, and of course Sidney Lanier burned one earlier as well. So both teams have used a couple of timeouts trying to quote unquote get it together a little bit. Hey, I think it's pretty critical right now for the Cougars here. So I like the call. Go ahead and do that. Let's make sure you got your proverbial ducks in a row here. Make sure you're all on the same page, because you know putting a score on these guys right now would be this would be key. Be something good to do.
Yep. Well, you know, to keep the momentum going and you know, and not just do something foolish to allow them to get back into the game, because it's only what
yeah, absolutely. And again, now I'm watching Sidney Lanier. They got some of their guys with their hands on the hips. Well, I tell you what, at this time of night and in a muggy atmosphere, a long drive will sure take the steam out of a defense. So
yes,
let's see what Jalen and the guys have to do on second down and short.
Great.
I think he's going to be short. I think they tripped him up in the backfield, and so Harris going to be short of the first down, so it's going to be third and short. So I think he may have lost a couple of feet.
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 3.
And we need to remind everybody, Northview and Dothan will be playing next week, so we want everybody to come out to that game. They're playing early this year. They normally play as one of the last games of the season, but it's going to be early this year, so we're looking.
Ooh, boy, he read number 21 for the Poets. Read that one. That's DeMonte Shepard.
And we blew an excellent opportunity that time to get a first down and keep this drive alive. And but we dodged the bullet at that time, Bobby, because if he had picked that pass off, Shepard had picked it off, it would have been 6 points.
Yeah, no question about it. So we just get us a good punt off there down the field and let Shira pound a good one. And
yeah, and if we want to get into a punt trading game, I'm going to take us all day long from what I've seen so far, guys. So let's see what Shira can do. He's done a nice job early on. And there's another nice one, and it's going to turn over. And let's make some tackles, guys. There we go.
42 got the tackle.
Number 42 for the Cougars.
Jezreel Black.
Yeah, Black. Okay, so Lanier will be taking over with 11:05 left in the fourth. They'll be starting at their own 30-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Poets. We're in the 4th period of play. There's some question on the field here.
The penalties decline. 1st down.
I missed that.
I think it was against the Cougars. Okay,
yeah, it's 1st down.
Yeah, it was, but Lanier declined the penalty.
He takes the handoff to number 2. He turns a corner. Number 1, that is. That's Jakari Jackson.
And he's hit hard, but he picks up probably about 7 yards.
I believe they're putting it on the 38, so that's going to be
gain of 8.
Yep. Going to pound it with number 6. Crosses, picks up the 1st down. That's Javonte Davidson.
That time Davidson cut to the outside. He saw an opening, and he was able to get to the outside and pick up a 1st down and a couple of extra yards.
We only noticed him with 1 or 2 carries in the first half of tonight's ball game, and that was waning toward the end. But he's had some fairly decent runs for the Poets. Uh-oh.
That time the quarterback faked, and he was able to keep it and take it deep down into Cougar territory.
At about the the 26. Yeah, the 26.
Yeah, gain of about 30.
Yeah.
So Lanier has come out with a good drive. This drive started on their own 30, and now they're at the 26 of Northview.
2 wideouts to the near side, 1 across the way. It's a busted play. And
no, he faked the handoff, Bobby.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, that's what he did. And he drew the defense, was thinking the running back he was handing off to the running back, and he just kind of hesitated, and he was able to pick up a couple of yards on the play. So it'll bring up 2nd and about 6.
2 wideouts across the way, 1 here to the near side. Full house backfield. Takes a snap a little slow, and
that time he was nailed.
Yeah, he felt that hit. Give him about 2 yards on the play.
Well, no, I don't know if no gain on the play.
Okay.
So to bring up 3rd and 6, 35.
You know, guys, for them, this is definitely 2-down territory, but, you know, so the Cougars need to know that. But obviously, this is a big stop. This is what defense needs to shine right now, guys.
Yeah, a late arrival from the oh, goodness.
Woo! Boy, he paid for it.
Yeah, number 5. That was Reed.
Guys, that's a rule. You know, that's the helmet-to-helmet deal. They're going to get called for that one. We go, hey, big hit, but unfortunately in football these days now with the, again, obviously all the precautions, that's going to be a helmet-to-helmet. We're going to get a penalty for that hit.
Personal foul, face mask against the defense.
So that's going to keep this drive alive and move the ball half the distance to the goal line.
Personal foul,
just
face
outside
mask
the 5.
on the defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
So
the defense got to dig in right here.
This has been the only drive they put together tonight. And it's going to be in for the touchdown from 6 yards out.
Yeah, that was number 6 again, Devontae Davidson.
So Davidson caps off a 70-yard drive with a 6-yard run.
Yeah, with a boom, knock them up and down pass completion on a critical down.
And so this can bring them within 2 if they make the extra point. This will bring them within 2 of Northview, within a field goal. So this is they may go for it. I wouldn't be surprised.
I was going to say that the guy did make one earlier, so I'm not. There we go. He's going to try to.
Oh,
come on!
2-point conversion.
Oh my gosh, guys! Oh, that's hard to swallow.
Yep. So we got ourselves a 1-point ball game.
Yep.
8 minutes and 51 seconds left as the Poets score. Get a 2-pointer on the after the touchdown, so they got a 16-15 ball game here between the Cougars and the Poets. The Cougars have got to really bear down here and cover the football, make smart plays, and not make any mistakes.
Yeah, it's that was a 70-yard drive, and we talked about them putting together. That is the very first drive they put together all night.
Yep.
And it couldn't have come at a better time for them, but a worse time for the Cougars.
Right, and right now, you know, and Cougars got to gather it up real quick. You know, I mean, they're sitting here still with a 1-point. They got a 1-point advantage, so they got to gather it up. They can't get their heads down, and you know, I don't think coaching staff will allow that to happen. But you know, right now they just look a little bit like, man, we have worked these guys up and down the field and let them back in it.
Yeah, and they've only got one timeout left, where the Poets have 2.
So there's a lot of time left in this game. 8:51 left. I would look for an onside kick. I'm always looking for something like that.
Don't do it to the up back. No, it's going to be number 12.
He put his hand up, so it's a fair catch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was number 12.
12, yeah. Martin raised his hand up, and so it was a fair catch. So Northview will be starting on their own 26-yard line. 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
So they need to put together a long drive. And Jimbo, it goes back to them going for that pass on 3rd and short and turning the ball back over and having a punt. If they could have gotten that first down, they could have used the clock and maybe got some more points off of that drive.
Yeah, that was tough. 2nd and 3, and you got 2 plays and don't get it, and that was tough. So let's see if we don't see just this, some running attack right now.
Yeah, good run up the middle by Harris.
Yeah, and Harris has got the ability to do that and to break a play at any time. And I think that right now the Cougars, the idea would be just that. Let's move the ball some, okay? I mean, this is exactly the position they were on the last drive. Pick up 7 on the first play. Let's see what kind of play selection we get here, guys.
And the Cougars had a 42-yard complete pass completion that was nullified because of illegal.
Oh, my goodness.
Get on it, Jalen, and he will. Okay.
Because of illegal formation. That was a big mistake there.
Yeah, and you know we referenced that early in the game that you know that we had it early on, but it looked like we had that straightened out. But you know what? Hey, third and quote-unquote a country mile, but, hey, look, we got to try to convert it. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, that's why they call this thing football, I guess, is because that ball will not roll in the right direction always.
And Northview, what they've got to do here is the offense need a first down because that defense is tired.
Oh, mercy.
Low snap. Harris takes off, and he's going to be taken down at the 15.
By number 29. That's Ricardo Stokes.
So the Cougars are going to have to punt.
Yeah, and we need Shira to really get a foot into this one.
And Shira's had some nice punts. You know, he had his last one. That last one turned over. We'll take a miscue on the catch down there by number 3 or 4 for Sidney Lanier. I'll take that too.
All right, from about the 4-yard line, here's the kick. Nice, yeah. We're going to get that's going to be running into the kicker.
No flag. Oh yeah, we do have.
Yeah,
a flag.
we got it. We got the laundry right here, guys. It won't be enough. It won't be enough to move it up for a first down. But you know what? We'll get a chance to push them back.
Running into the kicker by the defense.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty. So
and that answers the question we had earlier. There's still the separation, obviously, at the high school level of running into versus roughing. So,
yeah. There's some discussion here.
Yeah, we're gonna re-kick it because we know Shira can. He can boot it better than that. We've seen him do
that
it.
gives him a 5-yard advantage. At least he's out to the 20.
Yeah.
So
running into the kicker 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat 4th down.
So.
And that shows some confidence in your kicker as well, you know?
Yeah.
And I think we should. Shira has been a proven entity. We just need to have a clean exchange here. And we've seen the fruits of his labor earlier with a couple of nice kicks, so we just need another one, guys.
You ought to put a foot into it about the 9 or 10-yard line. The receivers are back to their own 35, so they respect his kicking ability, and it's a bad kick. And I tell you what now.
That was, let me tell you, pretty darn
shot
at it. Oh, the Poets get it, but I'll tell you what, great play by Shira just to do a little rugby style after that. Boy, that was heady play on his part.
Man, that could have been disastrous, Jimbo. Because I tell you what, if we had fumbled it down there, that was another gimme.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough one. But you know what? Hey, here we go. Now, what the Cougars got to do, defense right now has got to stiff it up and get their A game on.
Yeah, that was a 42-yard kick.
So at their own 44-yard line, Lanier will be starting.
Oh, they got number 1 trying to turn the corner, and he does. And brought from behind is number 5 for the Cougars, and that is Anthony Williams.
He should have been taken down in the backfield. It looked like they were going to be able to get him before he could turn that corner. But
the Cougars are sending in, quite frankly, guys, look like what I'll call a couple of fresh players. 68s come in, a couple others, and I think that's a smart move because we're looking a little arm tacklers here. Let's see what we can do.
Good hit that time.
Yeah.
No,
back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, well, they only needed a yard for a first down.
Yeah, he's giving them the first down. So they get to the 45 of the Cougars. Heat timeout.
So with 5:53 left in the fourth, it's a 1-point Northview lead, 16-15. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right, here's the snap, and the first man up, and he's going to be able to turn the corner, and number 6, and he's going to have right at 10 yards on that carry.
It's going to be close to a first down. I think it may be just a little short.
Javante Davidson, and he's had some pretty clutch runs for them here in the second half.
They're going to say it's just short of the first down, so the ball spotted on the 36-yard line.
Guys, we need a momentum changer here.
Oh, yeah, they got him. Yeah, dropped him for a loss. Back to the 38-yard line.
That was big number 68 for the Cougars. Radcliffe.
We'll take it.
So we got to stop him here on 3rd down.
Full house backfield. Wide out. One player to the far side, 2 to the near side. Here's the snap.
Pay attention if they do
it's
it.
a handoff.
Come on, guys.
Got the first
Boom.
down, and luckily they were able to tackle that shoelace.
That was Davidson on the carry, and it's enough for another first down. They moved the ball down just shy of the 30, about the 31-yard line.
Guys, just a little note here. Josh Bigham, who's the starting free safety, had to come out, and they've had to make a little adjustment here. So let's see if that's comes to be a factor. I think right now it's got to be our front 7 against their front 6, and we need to do something with it, guys.
Yeah, they pick up about 2 yards on the play. Clocks are rolling under 4.5 minutes. 2nd down and 9. 8. 6 up the middle. They finally get him down after he crosses the 25-yard line, falls to about the 23.
They're starting to use Davidson quite a bit, and he's chopping up some yards here.
All right, here we go with 3rd down and 3.
This is a big 3rd down.
Under 4 minutes. Yeah, number 1 didn't. I don't think he got it.
Yeah,
it's going to be close.
Well, that far side spot, that's going to be close, guys, for the far side. I think he spotted it pretty generous.
Yep, they're down.
Gave a first down. So what we got to do is pop this ball loose here. We've got to try to create something.
Signal in the air.
So the Poets take a timeout.
With 3:50 left in the 4th, and they're trailing by 1, 16-15.
Absolutely.
All right, we got a 1st and 10 here. A keeper. He crosses 20, gets down to about the 17, it looks like. No, they're going to mark him at the 18.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
And 3:37. Clock's rolling on this 2nd down call.
We need a big play here, Bobby. We need a play for a loss.
Top this guy. Flags.
Flag.
Back down. It's probably a hold out there, guys, so hold on.
He got him down at the
We got a hold back there. We're going to bring that one back.
Yeah, to the 19.
Yeah.
Oh, we're glad.
We take a long sigh of breath over that one.
Well, that's why he was able to get away, because he holding.
Absolutely.
Holding on the offense.
Back him up. Yeah.
The ball carrier was number 6.
So they had it 8. So it's going to be 2nd and 18. It's going to be what, the 32? 28 rather?
Oh, the 29.
Yep, the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. We think 2nd down.
All right, guys, don't slack up on this.
Okay, we need to make something happen here. The Cougars, they have been on their heels here in the 4th period.
Motion. Back
There we go. Little jumping, guys. Then I saw another late flag come in. I don't know what that means. Let's see.
Before the snap, false start by the offense, 5 yards from the previous
Here we go. Watch that.
2nd down.
Okay, there we go.
So now they've made a few mistakes. We need to take advantage of these miscues by Lanier.
All right, guys, I'm going to say one thing. The one good thing here is, we have not seen the Lanier kicking game tell us a whole lot. So, I think they're looking at it. All right, pay attention out here. All right, I'll be quiet.
Get him.
Kill him. I lost the ball. Yes,
sir. Baby. Steven Spivey on the recovery.
Number 17.
There you go.
Spivey.
I'm going to go ahead and say it, guys. That's one of those things that'll get you, and I see you coming this way. All right, Cougar cheerleaders, what do you think about it?
Woo!
All right, gang. Well, hey, are you fired up about it now? How you feeling now? Good? All right, there we go. All right, guys. Hey, there's the momentum changer we were looking for.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jimbo, all we need to do is get about 3 first downs and run some time off the clock. They can only start the clock one time.
Well, and I'm going to go back and make the discipline point that we had, early in the game. I'm going to go ahead and count some of it up to that, I mean, they just saw, that's where we are. Let's watch these last few plays, and let's make sure we got our head in the game right.
Okay, Harris back, full house backfield. 2 wide outs across the way, 1 to the near side. We're down to 7 seconds, guys. We've got to call it our last time out. 2, 1. Oh, they're mighty lucky to get that one off. Great spin by 33. 2 spins, fighting for yardage across the, he got down to almost the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great run that time by number 33 for the Cougars. That's Turner Benson. And he picks up 2. There's a discussion going on down on the field.
I think there was a loose ball under there.
There's some laundry on the field tucked under there.
Personal foul on the defense.
There we go.
Oh, we'll take that. Yes, sir.
Now let's go back to our whole discussion about discipline early in the game, guys.
We've talked the whole ball game.
Yep.
That's their 4th major penalty tonight.
10 yards from the end of the line. The yardage is a first down.
Major penalty. Yeah. So the Cougars have the ball in good field position. They've just got to control things and hold on to the ball. And
guys, I don't put this ball in there at all. I leave it in the hands of Jalen Harris, possibly Turner Vincent, and Caleb Easley, and I let those 3 guys push it down the field here.
Let that clock roll. Down to 7 seconds. Oh, look at this. Oh, great move by number 20. Down to the 20. On his feet. To the 15-yard line goes number 20. That is Caleb Easley.
Great call. One of the linebackers came back, and he was going to try to rush in. Jimbo, did you see that?
Yeah, he just ran right where he had just left.
And you know what, guys? When you take all that into account, you look at it and look at the difference in the spring and the step of the Cougars on offense. A little lifeless last time or 2 out there, but, boy, the big mo makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yep.
It really does. And that momentum, we've seen that momentum swing toward the Cougars. And much of the second half, it's been in favor of Lanier.
Here comes again on that. Oh, man, they pounded him there.
But let me tell you guys, look at the clock management. Clock's running, get it down to 4 seconds. Do it. The game clock at $1:35, and Lanier going to take their last time out here.
Well, Jimbo, on that play there where we had that penalty for them, that major distance, I mean, that clock, the thing had done got 0, I thought, before we ever got the ball off, so we were mighty lucky on that.
Yeah, that's probably a little too close for comfort on clock management, I'll say that. But it's been, but to run it down there to 4, again, when you call that jamboree last week, but really first game of the year to do it, and they're doing a lot of things that you'd see a seasoned team do. Now, granted, we've talked lots of seniors on this team too. So
27 to be exact.
There you go. So you got to expect that, or you got to want that. And I'm glad to see it. Hey, Cougars were not. The game's not over. We got to wait till the clock goes off and the fat lady sings. But for what you see right now, boy, if they dug deep there when they had to have it right there at the end, they were on their heels a bit, and like to see the perseverance and the just to absolutely go get them on it.
Well, Lanier cannot stop the clock again. They're out of timeouts. So the Cougars, if the Cougars can get 1 first down, they can take this one to the bank.
Yeah, and they can just about run. They can get it down to about a running the play and all that. They can get it. They'll get it inside a minute regardless. And, of course, I'm glad we're practicing this, even though the game clock's not running. You might as well get used to doing it this way, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, well, the time to get the play and action's going.
Absolutely.
They're down to 4, 3.
So we're there, and that's exactly what I do. Jalen Harris with the ball takes a step. There we go.
Jumps to the 10.
There we go, staying in bounds. And this clock, by the time it starts, this play will be snapped with under a minute left.
Yeah.
So it brings up 3rd and 10 for the Cougars.
Actually, it's going to be third.
It's taking them a while to set it, too. We got 25 seconds. They hadn't even started. Yeah. We're at $1:12 on the game clock, guys. So, wow. I don't know if they got a freeze up on the 25-second clock. I guess they do.
Yeah, the effect.
Bad time to
the
have
coach from across the way is having a fit.
Okay,
yeah,
it's going. It's going.
Yeah, they should be, but Lanier ought to be having a fit. Let's be fair with that. Too much clock ran before that happened. And I don't think they're going to win the appeal, but that's a true statement. 46 on the game clock, guys.
And 5 seconds to get this play off.
Ooh.
Really?
Complete.
And that stops
really?
The clock with 3:37 and a half
well,
seconds.
Well, 4th down, they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
I can say I wasn't expecting a pass on that play, but so
it's a flag.
Guys. Yeah, we got penalized.
It's against.
Yeah, illegal receiver downfield.
I'm going to make the statement. I wish there was no receiver downfield that time, but we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get to replay this down.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. The penalties decline. 4th down.
Okay, 4.
Yeah.
So this will be 4th down.
I'd say let Harris hold on to the ball and just whatever run out he's got to do is do it.
They're going to go for the field goal.
It's not a bad idea either.
This would be.
Hey, you remember? I'm going to go way back in the annals. What Coach Bryant's statement? Only 3 things happen on a kick on a kick for a field goal, and only one of them's good.
You're right.
I'm not jinxing us here because. No. Just run the ball, run. That's okay. Burn the clock for a minute. Get it down to 30. I'm glad they didn't try anything else.
That's why they the change over players, I guess. Change of ball possession. Yeah.
Absolutely, change of possession.
So they may get 2 plays off here.
27 and.
Well, no question I'm going to put Marquez and somebody else deep, and I'm going to run probably a 3 deep here and just say, but that hadn't been the bread and butter for them, but they can't afford to try a run. But let's see what they do. I know that they may be surely they can't do anything about the clock after the fact here.
Yeah, they're going to pass the ball. Now, they're going to try to get either number 6 or number 2's hand because those have been the 2 go-to guys, Perry and Davidson.
Yeah, don't discount Patrick Reed, number 5. He's been a work for him.
Whoa.
Well, let's back it up 5.
There's a flag on the play.
Huh.
Yep, you had three of them moving at the same time.
You like that discipline part again there, Jimbo?
Yeah, listen, that's, it's going to take
on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot, still 1st down.
It's going to take a broken play or a Doug Flutie special, and last time I saw Doug Flutie wasn't playing high school football.
Yeah. Or that play in the last game of Troy playing UAB in Birmingham.
Another example. Let's quit talking about those.
Yeah, I know it.
So it's
get him.
Got to get some penetration. Hey, yeah, we're all right there.
Hey, I don't know if it's going to be rough in the passer.
And there's a flag. I don't know. Maybe a holding. Yeah, that's what I think. Hold.
Okay, we'll back him up another 10.
Yeah.
Okay, number 36 is getting up a little slow, but he seems to be okay for the Cougars.
He was held. He was the one that was held.
That's Corey Whitehurst.
He's got a little limp.
Yeah.
Walk there too.
I don't know if somebody fell on his ankle or leg or something. So they're going to take the penalty.
Back him up. Back to the 10-yard line. No, to the 6.
Well, and if you think about it, the downs don't
Holding
matter now.
on the offense, half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul. Replay 1st down.
Since the downs don't matter, give yourself a little extra mileage in case something happens. Marquez and his 440 may need an extra 5 yards to catch a guy, so let's just see what happens.
Well, they're going to have a bad snap here, and Northview's going to cover it in the end zone.
All right, we'll take that. I'd say we'll just, let's throw it out there. I'm not worried about this at all.
Keep them in bounds.
There you go.
They can't stop the
And that's
clock.
it. They can't stop. Well, there's a flag, guys, which probably means another hold.
Holding on the offense.
Well, hey, I know it's not intentional, but I do appreciate the clock operator here.
Yep.
You hear the crowd starting to cheer Northview.
Yeah.
That's a great way to start off the season with a big W.
Well, we got 4.8 seconds, Bobby.
I think the fat lady's already sang it.
I don't ever say the fat lady sung to the buzzer.
That's right.
I've seen incredible things happen before. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, they put more time.
They got it.
It's the offense, half the distance from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
And how much time do you say put back on the clock?
You know, looked to me like it ought to be about 9 seconds. We'll see what they do.
So this is probably the very last play of the game here.
If past experience, and I'm not picking on him, if to get the clock resets, if past experience holds true, we could go ahead and get
17 seconds.
17 seconds.
Well, let me tell you, I'll say this. The 17 probably makes up for both those times it should have stopped. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
So they're resetting the game clock to 17 seconds.
Yeah. Or again.
Mark.
So
number 7 comes on.
Well, again, order your pizza.
Okay,
I'm telling you, I've noticed it's always taking a while to get it reset. There we go. Good job. And again, that's no slight on the scoreboard operators. It just takes some time.
Okay, so they may have time for 2 plays here with 17 seconds left.
And it's still first down.
Right, but they can't stop the clock. They're out of timeouts.
Yeah, the only thing that'll stop the clock now is a completed pass, and then they go out of bounds.
Right, or incompletion.
Yeah.
And again, if we get any penetration off the line, we've seen the propensity for them to hold.
They already
guys.
started the clock running. It's down to 10 seconds.
All right.
Incomplete. So they'll get one more.
7. That took about 10 seconds to do that.
So we're down to this will probably be the last play of the game.
So it's second and forever.
Yeah. Well, forever don't matter now.
Yeah.
They've got to score a touchdown is the only thing. They wouldn't have time to do anything else.
All right, here we go with the what should be the final play of the game. He's staying in. He's running around.
And he's going to be hit.
There you go.
That's the way to end the game.
That's how you call it.
Yeah, that's how you end it.
Who was that, number 38, Jimbo?
Yep, number 38. That is Seth Stam.
Yeah, what a good way to end it. You know, Cougars looking
38
for a
or
good win,
36?
and there you go.
That was 36, wasn't it? That was Corey Whitehurst, right? Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, number 36, Bobby.
Yeah,
Corey Whitehurst.
Yeah.
He put an exclamation mark on that one. Definitely.
Yeah, he did.
So the Cougars come out and they win by 1 point, 16-15, and we'll take it any way we can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Any way we can get it. Jimbo, you got any comments? I know you're going to try to get to the coach.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't catch Coach. We've got to do a little work out here right now first and go across and see the Poets and the rest of the team. But
okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of recap the scoring while Jimbo's trying to get in touch with Coach. Now, Northview scored first with 3:38 left in the first on a 25-yard field goal from Shera. And they took a 3-0 lead. Second quarter, they scored with 5:21 left on a 2-yard touchdown run by Easley. The extra point was good to make it 10-0. Northview led 10-0 at halftime. In the third quarter, a couple of miscues, and Northview fumbled the ball and on their own 26-yard line, and Lanier took it in from 1 yard out on a run by Perry with 7:54 left in the third. Northview scored again in the third on a 9-yard TD run by Harris, but they missed the extra point, the point after, and it made it 16-7. And in that drive, it was a 29-yard drive. Harris accounted for all 29 yards of that drive. And then with 8:51 left in the fourth, Davison takes it in from 6 yards out for Lanier to make it and then they convert a 2-point conversion to make the score 16-15 Northview. And we're at the final score now. That's the final score, 16-15 Northview. Bobby, it was an exciting game tonight, huh?
Well, you know, it looked early like we really had things under control, but you know, handed to the Poets, they still thought they could win, and they had their chance, but that play where he fumbled or was taken down on 4th down around the 45-yard line, that to me that wound it up. They had efforts, but it would have been a strong streak of luck to carry the field at least 80 or 90 yards for them to score or even get into field goal territory. So we put a W in the column for the Cougars this year. They got one behind them. They're 1-0.
Yeah, and it was a good win for the Cougars. It was the first game as a Northview Cougar for Coach Stewart, and I know he's happy. The school's happy. A great turnout tonight, and we want to remind everybody that Dothan and Northview will be playing next week. This week, when you see this game, they will be playing that Friday night. And it's a lot earlier this season than in the past, so it's we want everybody to come out and support your teams and have a good showing for both of these teams, for Dothan and Northview. And they're in a new district region this year, right, Bobby, so they'll be traveling over to the Mobile area, Foley and Baldwin County, and all those schools are the teams they'll be playing against.
Between Dothan and Northview, they go down there 4 times.
Yeah, so it's been a great victory for the Cougars tonight.
And
to Jimbo on the field. Jimbo.
Jim, I'm right here with Coach Carabin, and Coach, you've been working with this team for several years. Tell me your thoughts right now.
Well, right now, the guys, I mean, they've showed up. They've committed. We've got a good group of guys this year. We've got some work to do, tweak some things, but I feel really good about it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you got to feel good about it. Had our backs against the wall, and a couple of times, boy, we came up big when it counted, didn't we?
Oh yeah, they bowed up, and you know, they answered the call. They answered the call, so I'm proud of them. Like we said, you know, 16-15, those guys, they'll swap with us any day. That's a win is a win.
That's right. All right, I'll let you go get with the team. Thanks, Coach. Guys, that's what you do. That's that whole sense of team. He talked to him out there right before they had Aaron Dickerson, the chaplain, have a prayer with him afterwards. But he said, guys, just like you heard it, we won, but we got some work to do. And, guys, we already know what work we got to do, so let's make it happen. So with that, I'm back up to you guys, and we'll put a W in the books.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Jimbo. And it was a great night for football. And Northview comes out on top by 16-15. And Bobby, it was good to have you here tonight. And
well, thanks. You know, of course, we'll be doing another game, but I'll be in down Ashford Way for the game for the 31st of November. And then, of course, Dothan High plays on the 31st, and they play Jeff Davis.
Right.
Which is for us is tomorrow night, but it'll be August 31st.
All right, and so that's going to wrap it up for us tonight from Rip Hughes Stadium at Knowledge Field, Mid-Kirkland, along with Jimbo Lofton and Bobby Price saying good night. Thanks for watching Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions.